Guess what stupid bitch forgot to turn on her microphone? That was me. I forgot to turn on my microphone. I was saying that I wanted to turn up the swamp ambience, but maybe I'm thinking it's too loud now. I'm gonna bump it down just a bit, not too much. Welcome everybody, welcome to our first sponsored stream. We're sponsored by fucking HelloFresh. HelloFresh is my sponsor for today. Now, the details are pretty simple. You just type in HelloFresh like this into the chat, and it'll show you all the details. It's not showing up on the screen because I don't want people to get spammed by it and have to see that. Basically, you just use code POGSE4468 and you get up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts on fucking HelloFresh. And one thing I really heard about HelloFresh is really, really interesting that I find fascinating is that apparently the meals come together in like 20 minutes or less, which to me is like, that's amazing, because cooking takes hours and hours and it requires so many spoons, and if it only takes 20 minutes, that's amazing. Hello, Audra. That's Audra over here. Hello, Audra. How are you? How is life, Audra? I need to take off my robe. It's really hot in Topeka, to be honest. It is fucking hot in Topeka. Whew. Hot. It is 75 degrees Fahrenheit in my bedroom right now. Thank you, frog thermometer. Very helpful for telling me the temperature within my own bedroom. How was your weekend, Audra? How have you been? Excuse me? You might have seen the title. I want to talk about some heavy things. I want to talk about some pretty complicated things. The most complicated thing on earth. Gender. So, I've been thinking about Gengar a lot lately. Been ruminating on gender quite a bit. And honestly, the older I get, the much happier I am not caring or not really giving a fuck. Not really thinking about it too much. Just being like, yeah. I don't want to sit and think about it for too long, because if I do, I get more confused. If I don't sit and think about it for too long, I am much more confident and secure in how I feel about my gender. But I also feel like I have some really strange, like, dysphoria triggers. Like, tell me your strangest dysphoria trigger. For me, the strangest dysphoria trigger I have is, sometimes when I go, like, get food, the way a waiter talks to me can be, like, really dysphoric. I can tell they're treating me like a lady, and that's really, I don't like it. Audra says, I'm doing alright. Got myself some yogurt for breakfast. Hung out with a friend of mine at the LGBTQ center on Sunday, and then drove around in circles for 2 hours just chatting. Wow, I can't imagine. That's a very expensive activity to do nowadays, driving around for 2 hours. If you had told me last year, I wouldn't have had such an issue with it. But yes. I think that's great. Sounds like you had a good time. I am jealous. I want to go out and hang out with the homies for 2 hours, driving around doing fuck all. I just, I am like a very like a social person. I would say, like, when I'm in with my friends, if I'm hanging out with the homies, I am usually the person that is amongst the people that talk the most, or I am the one person that talks the most, and to some extent that can be an issue, because it's like some people. The issue is sometimes I don't have a filter when I talk. It's like, the more I talk, the harder it gets for me to control myself. And I don't mean like, oh, I'm gonna say something racist. No. I mean, I'm just gonna say something mean by accident when I don't mean it in a mean way at all. Like 0% mean. I didn't mean it in a mean way, but it just comes off mean the way I say it, and I don't mean it that way at all. Oh shit, it's Amanda. Amanda from Canada. How are you, Amanda? How is Canada? Is it cold up there in the great snowy expanse, or is it warm? Because, whew, it has been hot here. It was 80 degrees yesterday. I went kayaking. I went freaking let me show you. I took some pictures yesterday kayaking, and they were pretty cool. Cute. Apparently I saw like a pretty rare duck. So let me just get let me get the image 1 second. Amanda says it's actually pretty mild today, finally. Yeah, I went kayaking, it was nice, but I was like, why the hell is it 80 degrees already? What is happening? What's life? You know, it was just very scary to some extent. Okay, I don't know why this image is showing up this way. It's doing the wrong thing. Okay, this is not what I wanted, Streamlabs, but OBS. Not what I wanted at all. I don't know how to rotate it. Let me rotate 90 degrees clockwise. There we go. So I took this picture yesterday kayaking. Now, if you don't know, I am really big into kayaking. It is like one of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things to do, I would say. And if you can see here in the image, there's this duck here, and my sister-in-law is like an amateur ornithologist. Like, she's studying to be an ornithologist. It's not like she just studies birds. She's studying to be the ornithologist, you know. And this is apparently a pretty rare duck called the Muscovy duck or something. And I was just paddling, my first day paddling of the year, and I just gotten in, and it was like a really lax paddle. I wasn't trying to do much. I was just trying to get around the lake and do one lap and vibe. So I went under the bridge, this big wooden bridge at the lake, and I saw this duck, and he was all by himself, just vibing, and his body was like all black. All black, you can see in the picture. I'm gonna try to give you a bigger view of the boy. A bit difficult because of how the image is, you know. You see him? Big. He was big. He was a pretty big duck. And when I took a picture of him, my sister thought he was a goose, because usually ducks don't look like this. I was like, nah, dog. That's straight up a duck. He has the face of a duck. He does not have the face of a goose. He has the face of a duck. He had a white face, and his eyes were red. He was so cool. And this is why I kayak. This is why I go out and kayak. This is why I'm happy to kayak, to get to see shit like this. Now, a lot of people, they are shocked to find out that I kayak. That I have like this thing that I do, and I go out and I exercise, and they're usually shocked by that. And to me, absolutely no shock to me. And when I talk to other people with my condition, they're like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. Now, kayaking, when you're in a kayak, what are you doing? You're sitting your little ass down, and you're just moving your upper body, basically. You're paddling like this. This is your body, you're paddling, right? And your legs, they're just sitting, vibing, not really doing much. You use your hips to some extent, but you kind of just let your legs rest. And for somebody with POTS, like me, that is incredible. It's like a breakthrough, being able to find some form of cardio, especially, that you can do sitting down. And kayaking is awesome to me for that, because I can exercise sitting down, and it doesn't stop me from being like healthy or whatever. It doesn't stop me from exercising now that I have a way to do it. Before, I had no idea how I was supposed to exercise, because I cannot be upright, and I cannot do things that like put my hands above my head. But if I put my hands above my head, then I run the risk of passing out, especially during exercise. So kayaking was amazing. Audra says, I have no filter either, and it's a problem. It's how I lost one of my best friends, and it's how people often see me as being annoying as shit. See, I've been there, I know what it's like. I think a big thing for me was realizing that people didn't like me because I was annoying. They didn't like me because I was autistic. And I'm saying, like, the behaviors that I have that people think are annoying, like, say, info dumping, that is just a symptom of having autism. So these people are just dickheads and were not worth my time whatsoever, you know? And I found people, like, say, Amanda, or, look, this bitch, KDHD, who's totally okay with the whole autism thing. What's poppin', Katie? Who don't find me annoying, and if I do say something that upsets them, then, like, for example, if I say something that upsets Amanda, I can almost guarantee that Amanda is gonna come to me and be like, Addie, that was mean, you shouldn't have said that, or somebody else will do it on her behalf, and it will get it worked through, and it'll be totally fine. As opposed to a lot of other friend groups that I have been in, where if I've done something that hurt somebody, I'm supposed to be able to fucking mind read and know that I've done that, and then those people expect you to come to them and work it out, when really, they need to come to me and be like, hey Addie, you were being an annoying piece of shit, and I'd be like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be an annoying piece of shit. You can work through it. Oh gosh, it's Chloe. Chloe, how are you? How is England? How is it going on? It's hot. It's really hot. And this is not a good sign. Like, how am I going to be able to handle the summer if the spring is making me just cry and making... Also, I have noticed... oh, thank you for subscribing, Katie. But thank you, Chloe, for giving Katie a subscription. Thank you so, so much. Awesome. Katie is now... Oh, I don't know how long Katie has been a subscriber, because every single time she's subscribed, it's been a gift. Amanda says, why be in England when you could go to Outland? Ooh. Katie says, yay, thank you so much. I know Katie loves being a subscriber. Katie, post all the sub emojis you want. Oh, also, all subscribers, please post feet prey images. I need your, everybody in chat, I need your take on this. Would you say in the past couple of weeks, my eyes have gotten bigger? Like, I'm opening my eyes more? Because I feel like I have noticed this once I started taking this new beta blocker. I feel like I can actually keep my eyes open and get through my day. But I don't know if that's just my mind perceiving something that isn't there. So I asked you, chat, have my eyes been getting better? Also, hello, Emma. How is England, Emma? Katie says, wife of streamer should have sub. I agree. He should. That is the rules, and if I made enough money, I would buy it for her. Emma says, if a different Germanic tribe had invaded the British Isles, we could have been called Sexland. See, this is why English history, from the get-go, has been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. We could have had Sexland, you know? But instead, we got fucking, what, England? What the fuck is an ing? I know what a sex is. I have that all the time. Audra says, as someone who doesn't make eye contact, I just noticed that your eyes are bigger since you mentioned it. Yes. Ever since I was like a kid, people would say that I have really big eyes. And I feel like in the last handful of years, that has become like less of a comment that people make because of the POTS. Like, it makes you so tired all the time. But now this medication that I'm on, I actually feel like, hello, gaze into my eyes. I personally, now this is a genuine thing that I do because of Amanda. Amanda told me a really long time ago that she hates when people make eye contact with the camera. So I literally try to avoid looking at the camera as much as possible when I am streaming. The camera is up here, and I almost never look at it. I almost always look at chat, or I look at my own monitor, because I know that eye contact freaks people out. So I try not to give direct eye contact at the camera. Amanda says I should. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. I'm doing shit. I just realized, there are a lot of people who have issues with eye contact. Maybe I should phase that out in my streams. And I don't really think it's had a negative effect on my streams whatsoever. I honestly think it was a good thing to do. Audra says, Katie says, I'm so bad at paying attention to body features at all. And then Audra says, same. It's hard being a writer who doesn't pay attention to people's bodies trying to describe characters. This is why I like writing about aliens, because writing about aliens is so much easier. You can be like, oh, she looked really fucked up and Klingon-y, you know? Xbox Whammy Janker says, hey, you sound American. I'm going over in the summer and wanted to ask you if you've ever had Wendy's? Yes, I've had Wendy's. It's alright. I would not rank it at like the top of fast food restaurants, but it's alright. It's pretty good. I like Wendy's. I wouldn't knock it out of bed. Wendy's not sitting your chin, love. Oh, so funny. Very funny, actually. Pretty. That was a pretty good one, I gotta admit. Katie says, my mental image of them just doesn't exist like that. I understand Katie. Katie is one of those people that, like, I fully believe that Katie is, like, the only person in the world that never remarks upon anybody's body in her mind at all. She can only be prompted to do that. Like, I will be like, I will have to point things out for her to notice it. Like, she does not care at all. You will be safe around Katie if you have any sort of body image issues or anything. She's not gonna fucking mention it at all. She does not give a shit. That's why I like her. Nice. Chloe says, plus it means you can show your streams to gorillas without triggering their rage. What, Chloe? Do gorillas not like eye contact? I feel like countless people have made eye contact with gorillas at the zoo for that not to be true. This seems like a fake news to me, Chloe. Is this a fake news, Chloe? Are you goofing on me again? Chloe says, no, they will literally kill you if you make eye contact. Can you make eye contact with a gorilla? All right, let's see what Google says. Let me open it up. Google says, although smiling is often associated with submissive or non-aggressive behavior in gorillas, eye contact is a practice that is discouraged by primatologists, as apes are likely to interpret eye contact as a challenge or a form of aggressive display. So they're not saying every single time you make eye contact the gorilla is gonna murder you. They're saying there's a high chance that the gorilla is gonna murder you if you look at him in the eye. Just don't look at Harambe in the eyes and you'll be fine. And yeah, as Chloe said, you can show my streams to gorillas and have no problem whatsoever. Amanda says, I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that for me. Homie? Let me get the video. Give me a minute. This is how I feel. So, you know, I just think about this video every single time one of you bitches is like, don't be nice to me. Don't be nice to me. you know, this is just the video that plays in my mind every single time. So we have to watch it. We have to see it. I might add it as a button. I might download this video and add it as a button so I can play it whenever I want.
Marlene, your speech was so good. Oh, wait, like, I didn't even, like, try. It was just, like, improv. And
oh my god, why can't you just take the freaking compliment?
This encapsulates how I feel about so many of you. See Xbox Whammy Janker over here? I said this person's joke was funny. And you know what they said? Thanks. That's all they had to say. That's all you have to say. You just have to accept it. You just feel like, okay, thank you. That was so kind of you, Addie. Thank you so much for giving me a compliment or doing nice things for me. You don't have to be like, no, you don't do that for me. Don't do that. It's okay. You don't have to do nice things for me. Don't be nice to me. No. People want to be nice to you. It's okay for people to be nice to you. Katie says, I think that is close enough to what Chloe was saying. No. If Chloe is going to be pedantic to me all the time, I'm going to be pedantic to Chloe. Amanda says, but I feel like a burden otherwise. You're not a burden. You're not. Again, we're gonna replay it.
Marlene, your speech was so good. Oh, wait, like, I didn't even, like, try. It was just, like, improv. And
oh my god, why can't you just take the freaking compliment?
Amanda, just take the freaking compliment, okay? Your life will be so much better if you take the freaking compliment. Chloe says, I am never pedantic. Literally never. I am specific. So, kayaking, very fun. I enjoy it a lot. Something I would highly recommend to everybody. And you know what you can do in a swamp? You can fucking kayak in a swamp. Do you know why? Kayaks don't usually go very deep into the water. They only go about, like, maybe this deep. If you're heavier, it'll go deeper, sure. But the average I've seen is about this deep into the water. I guarantee you can kayak in this freaking swamp right behind me. I bet you, if you had a Pelican Mustang, something like that, you could plop this shit on this swamp right behind me and kayak all back in there. I guarantee you. I bet you $15 that you would be able to do that. If you could find this exact swamp and be like, Addie, look, I found the swamp, and you try to kayak in it, and you get stuck and you can't effectively kayak, then I will pay you $15. But if you do kayak in it, you have to pay me $15. So he says, only if the gators don't eat you. Well, thankfully, most swamps don't have alligators. Like, the swamps where I live, the most scary thing that you will see is like a snapping turtle or like a water moccasin. You're not gonna see, like, I don't know, you're not gonna see an alligator, you're not gonna see a caiman, you're not gonna see a crocodile, you're not gonna see nothing, you're not gonna see no hippopotamuses. So he says, what about cryptids? You will, if you are in the swamp, then there is already a cryptid that you are seeing because you yourself is in the swamp. So you can't rule out cryptids when you yourself are the cryptid. See what I'm saying? It feels kind of like shitty to only accept one type of cryptid as not a cryptid, and then we have to group every other cryptid together as like the other cryptids, you know? I feel like we just have to be kind to the cryptid. Amanda says, Addie, what about the house hippos? You joke, but did you know Pablo Escobar had a bunch of pet hippopotamuses that after, like, he died or whatever, or just in general, it could have happened when he was alive, they escaped, and now, Colombia has, like, a huge hippo problem? I'm not even joking. Let me Google this. Colombia hippo problem. I'm not memeing, I'm not goofing. Look. Experts estimate there's a population of around 70 hippos in the Colombian wild today. While the animal is notorious in its native of Africa as one of the most dangerous to humans, There have not been any deaths attributed to hippo attacks in Colombia, but the risk is always there. So yes, it is literally because of Pablo Escobar. Oh look, it's NPR. I wonder who wrote this. Last year ago. Okay, alright. Navarro. Years ago, the drug lord brought 4 hippos from Africa to his hideout in Colombia. Since then, they have escaped into the jungle and are rapidly breeding, threatening humans and the environment. Just hire hunters, like it's the hunter call of the wild, have them apply the sniff test and shoot all the hippos. Like it's problem solved. As we know, the jungle is notoriously the easiest place to hunt. So he says, just stop feeding them and they'll die of hunger. Took me a second. I was like, why did she say hunger twice? So he says, that is a very big invasive species. That is true. When you hear of invasive species, you typically think of something rather small. The cane toad, for example, despite it being one of the largest amphibians in the world, it's still rather small, like this big. A hippo is bigger than me. A hippo's huge. Have you seen, oh no. I need to show y'all the funniest video. Give me a second. Give me a second. This is an animated video of one of my favorite podcasts, My Favorite Murder. Really, it's not my favorite podcast anymore. I've really stopped listening to them. But this video is hilarious. So, and it's about hippos, so we're watching it, okay?
Of course, there were signs that
Hold up. Yes, there is. Oh my god, there's captions.
said something like, do not put arms and legs over the railing of the hippo pen. So, of course, what does my dad do? But put me right on the railing with my legs dangling over.
God.
I guess nobody knew how dangerous hippos were back then.
No.
They
hippos
absolutely didn't.
Really?
Because people think they're friendly
Right.
and cute and ballerinas, but they're not.
Wait, they're not ballerinas?
I'm sorry, but yeah, you've been introduced to many a cartoon hippo by thinking that it's a big...
I only listen to My Favorite Murders, their mini-sodes. When they actually talk about murder and shit, I don't like it. But when they're talking about this sort of shit, funniest show on the planet fucking Earth.
female hippo that also wants to be a ballerina. Isn't that funny and great? No, it's not real. George, I'm sorry. Wait, listen, because this will make you happy.
Okay.
Well, Muggs, being curious and probably hungry, came right up to me and swallowed me up to my waist.
Oh my god. I would absolutely lose my mind. Being bit up to the waist? What?
Oh dear.
I began screaming. My mom began screaming at my dad, and my dad started pounding on Muggs' snout. I distinctly remember being covered in hippo slobber and the feel of the hippo's teeth clamping down on my legs. Everybody is losing their shit now, and it seemed like forever, but it was probably only a few seconds. But Muggs, who was probably confused as fuck, finally let go of me. I guess I didn't taste too good. The even crazier part was there were no zookeepers around.
Oh my god.
Gang. You know when you are like, when you go to the zoo and you see signs that are like, don't climb the fence, there's a whole fucking lion in here. And you're like, why is that sign there? People aren't that stupid, surely. Well, this video proves to you that there are people out there that indeed are that stupid.
At least none that I can remember. Totally traumatizing to kid me, but pretty funny now. Anyway, I love you all at MFM. Thanks so much for the show. Stay sexy and don't get eaten by a baby hippo. James from Oakland.
That's bananas. Oh my god.
Isn't
and
that
that poor hippos. Like, what are you doing? You just dangled food into my cage.
Yeah, you basically gave me two steaks with some shoes on them.
You handed me a snack.
What am I supposed to
now
goddamn
you're hating
do?
me about it?
You know what? I'm not doing ballet anymore.
I quit. Mom.
Goodbye to the Nutcracker this year.
That's right. You can find another fucking hippo. Good luck.
Dance your goddamn dance for you. I don't get to eat a 5-year-old if I feel like it.
I love this show. Alright, Amanda says they literally put their child at risk. I don't know why you would do that for any animal, let alone, like, an animal that you trust. Like, it's an animal. You don't know what the fuck it's gonna do. If it eats your human, your little crotch goblin, what are you supposed to say? What are you supposed to say? Are you supposed to turn to the zookeeper and be like, this is your fault? No! You fucking gave your child to the animal to feed on. Katie says, I want to believe that this is just a nice hippo who wanted to give a kiss. See, this is what I mean. Katie finds the kindness in everything. Emma says, I live near a safari park, and I swear somebody parked their car in the lion part, got out to have a picnic, and got killed by a lion because obviously? What? Emma, I demand right now for you to find me an article that I can read about that. That sounds absolutely bonkers. Emma says, I cannot find any article about it, so maybe I'm wrong. Well, maybe that's just like an urban myth that you heard, that you heard around. I mean, I've heard plenty of those stories, you know. Katie says, my dad would just put me on his shoulders. That's the ultimate dad thing to do. I miss that. Now, my dad is a huge man. Huge. Like, I don't mean, like, he's tall. He is tall. But he's not just tall. He is just, like, a big guy. Like, Katie, you can attest to this. He's just a unit. He's just a big man. He's just huge. So, ever since, like, I grew up until I was maybe around, like, 12, he would put me on his shoulders. Like, that's how big he is, that he could just be okay with, like, a fucking whole child. A 12-year-old. By then, I was at least 5 feet tall. At least a hundy. So, my dad is a pretty big boy. And I feel like I may have been spoiled in that regard. In my experience, most people tell me that they stopped getting shoulder rides when they were like 6 or 7. I was like, oh, I got like an extra 6 years. Audra says, I remember me and my friend Robert were fairly stupid. And Robert often got me in trouble. So, like, 2 jackass 8 or 9-year-olds, we started banging on the, I believe, like a gorilla cage or some shit. And that boy was pissed off. And that was surreal, LMFAO. I'm surprised your parents didn't tell you to stop fucking doing that. My mom would have been like, you know, the freaking red eyes of doom coming at me if I was doing something stupid in public. Chloe says, probably weighed more than you do now. That is probably very true. I probably did indeed weigh more then than I do now. Katie says, my dad is a small nerd. Oh no. Yes, I feel like I would tower over your dad. I feel like your dad would be intimidated by me, and that's saying a lot. Like, not very many men are intimidated by me. Katie, how tall is your dad? Audra says, my mom was pissed off as hell. The poor gorilla. I mean, moms hate when, like, all the attention is drawn to them because of something you did as a dumb fuck little kid. They're like, oh god, now everyone's looking at me. Everyone thinks I'm a bad mom now. Like, oh. Katie says, he is quite a bit shorter than my mom. Am I taller than him? Katie, this is a real question. Like, you would know this. You have personal experience with both me and him. So do I tower over tiny little Katie dad? Katie says, I don't know how tall he is, but I know my mom would mention often how short he is. Your mom is kind of a bitch, to be quite honest. Imagine your mom constantly talking about how short your dad is. Oh, short king, tiny little man. Audra says, we also once stole a turkey at McMurdy's Family Farms in California. My mom didn't realize it until we stole a turkey? But we were halfway down the road, and there was a fucking large-ass bird in the trunk of our car. We had to go back and give the turkey back. Now, How does that happen? How did the turkey get into the car? Was the turkey alive? I assume it was alive. Now, how did it get into your car? I need to know. Amanda says, short story time. When I was a kid, I heard that staring at the sun for 10 seconds would make you blind. So I took that as a challenge and stared at the sun for 10 seconds. Amanda, you are who PSAs are made for. You know, you always see like PSAs and you're like, what dumb fuck needs to know to boil dirty water? Like, what idiot needs to know, like, not to go in a stranger's cars? Fucking Amanda. That's who. Audra says the turkey was alive. I still have no idea how we led that thing into the trunk. Turkeys are assholes. I hate turkeys. Believe me. Turkeys smell. You're lucky you didn't get that turkey to shit in your car. Because turkey shit is probably the worst smelling shit on the planet Earth. And I don't mean this in like an over exaggeration type of way. I have smelled several different types of livestock, and turkeys are the worst. Turkey barns are spawns of hell. If hell had a smell, they would smell like a fucking turkey barn. They're the most disgusting things on planet Earth. Also, gang, did you notice that I got a haircut? Nobody's said anything. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I did. I got a haircut. A lot shorter now. You probably can't tell. I get the same haircut every year. I've had the same haircut since I was like 15. So that's 7 years. This haircut. 7 years of parting it from this side. 7 years of like co-washing. I don't really know when I started co-washing. I stopped using shampoo largely, I think, when I was a sophomore. So when I was like 16, I really stopped using shampoo in my hair, and it's been a lifesaver. Honestly, it's the only way to get my hair to look relatively okay is to only use conditioner. That's how you get that shine. You see that? Ooh, ooh. I get that. Otherwise, my hair is very, very dry and very frizzy if I use shampoo. No matter how little I use, it just strips it, all of it. It's gone. My hair cannot hold on to any oil. It's like, nope, I'm gonna be the most frizziest, most annoying fucking thing on planet frickin' Earth. It's aggravating. The worst bullshit ever. Amanda says, I couldn't tell because of the tiger pattern on your chair, LMAO. Is this another colorblind moment for you, Amanda? Is this another... I feel like it's another colorblind moment. Like, how else could you explain this? You being colorblind, Amanda. I don't think you can. Anyway, let's talk gender. I mean, I keep avoiding the topic. Let's talk about it. Talk about how, like, freaking weird it is. So, I was recently discussing with somebody, like, masculinity and how it's perceived. Like, there's a whole thing, recently online about how, like, it's so hard to describe. I don't know how to put the words to this. Men going on, like, TikTok, and they'll be like, imagine if I took you out on a date and then I murdered you or whatever. You know, I'm sure you've seen this in the news. And a lot of people are defending those jokes as, quote, masculine jokes. And it's... Oh my god, Emma has just cracked the fucking code, gang. Amanda is classically known for being colorblind. So Emma says, have you considered you fucked up your color cones by staring at the sun? Amanda, the person 10 minutes ago, just admitted that she stared at the sun for over 10 seconds because she thought looking at the sun was a challenge for her eyes. Maybe they just deleted your cones out of existence, Amanda. Amanda, let me Google this. Can you become colorblind? Acquired colorblindness develops later in life and can affect men and women equally. Diseases that damage the optic nerve or the retina of the eye can cause acquired colorblindness. For that reason, you should alert your doctor if your color vision changes. I feel like if your color vision changes, it is not a fucking question whether or not you go to the goddamn doctor or not. If I stopped seeing the color green or something like that, I'm thinking, holy shit, I have a tumor. I'm going to the neurologist right away. I don't think there's something wrong with my eyes. I think there's something wrong with my brain. Because why would you suddenly get fucked up eyes, you know? Can you become colorblind by looking at the sun? Alright, let's see what Google says. Yes, if you were forced to look at the sun, your eyes act as a magnifying glass and would focus the sun on your retina, creating a burn in the center of your vision. It causes free radicals to develop, and then they eat. Well, I'm not talking about blind, I want to know colorblind. Oh, somebody here, there's an article here on Reddit that says I became colorblind by staring at the sun when I was a kid. Why do I go colorblind when sunbathing / looking at the sun? Can you go blind from yeah, I'm not talking about blindness. Can the sun change color perception? It seems like, Amanda, it is possible that you fucked up your color vision by looking at the sun. And Emma may have cracked the code on why you can't see colors. But also, it's also very likely that you were just born without a cone or whatever the fuck it is, you know. It's very... Color blindness is incredibly common. Incredibly common. Audra says, one of my best friends recently found out that they were colorblind. And I'm thinking to myself, told you so. But I'm nice, so I'm like, huh, weird, that's a surprise. No, I am not nice like that. I will tell you, well, I fucking told you so. I guarantee you, once Katie gets officially diagnosed with ADHD, I'm gonna be standing outside that little doctor's office and I'm gonna be like, well, who could have told you that? Couldn't have been me. I wonder what that means, Katie. Oh no. Chloe says, Amanda levels up, ability lost, claims it's not my fault. Oh, where's my water? Getting a little thirsty. Water is underrated. Water is delicious. Honestly, water is really good. I think when people say water doesn't have a taste, they're freaking clowns. They're fools. Water 100% has a taste. It's just awesome. It's clean, it's good, it's water. Katie says, I know there's a very high chance I have ADHD. I'm just saying, Katie. I told you so. Emma says, with sometimes just being cones out of whack, I wonder if a future surgery can put them back. Oh, I'm sure. You can imagine anything in the future, Emma. Excuse me, I'm sorry about the yawning. I didn't get good sleep. Sleeping is very difficult for me. Emma says, but yeah, who could see colors as brighter or more saturated with headaches, dizziness, without seeing their doctor? Couldn't be me. Yeah, if you start having changes in your color vision, this does not mean that colors are gone. It also means that colors have changed hue, saturation, or just general vibe. Go to the doctor and be like, yo, my vision's changed. The fuck is up? Is there a tumor on my optical nerve? Can you come and give me an MRI? Emma says, I'm not insane. I just looked at a screenshot versus mid-Discord. It's not my eye/brain. What? What are you talking about? Oh, like you have like a, what is it called when you have like a an image inlaid on your eyes. I forget what that's called. Like a image echo or some sort. I don't know what the term is, but I like that. Now, I've been considering a lot. I have been thinking. I have been using my mind and making a decision. And what I really, really need to make my life better, make my life a lot easier, to me in my mind, is not a new computer. It is not a new CPU. It's not anything like that. It's a fucking bigger desk. I just need a bigger desk. My desk, I love it, everything. It's a nice gift, but it's very freaking annoying for what I need in my life. It's like only like this wide, right? It's not very wide. My 2 monitors cover the entire desk surface, basically. I have nothing else I can put on it. I can put like a mug or something, but you can't put like a plate. I can't put like a notebook to write on. It's so annoying. And one thing I really want is to have a space in between my 2 monitors that I can put my webcam at. So the webcam is not looking down at me, it's looking at me at like a forward angle as opposed to a downward angle, or even an upward angle. I think I look good from an upward angle. A lot of people think they don't, but I think an upward angle is very masculine. Audra says, like, we were literally browsing Reddit a year ago, and there was a pillow that had some funny message that you couldn't see if you were colorblind. So he's in denial and was like, you're colorblind because you can see the message and I can't. That's not how colorblindness works, my guy. And then they played Splitgate, and there's a colorblind test in the video settings to see if you need colorblind mode enabled, and they're like, holy crap, I'm colorblind. Well, I mean, if you can live that long and not realize that you're colorblind, maybe being colorblind is not that big of a deal. Not being mean, not trying to erase the struggles of colorblindness, but you see what I mean? See what I'm saying? That person went a whole long time without realizing that they are colorblind. Now, chat, I want to ask you something. I want to leave this up to you. I want this to be your decision. Do you want to watch Dishonored 2 after the Swamp Hour, or do you want to watch more Skyrim? It is up to you, chat. Decide if you want to see Skyrim. Decide if you want to see anything else. Skyrim or Dishonored 2. Alright, we got 2 votes for Skyrim. 3 votes for Skyrim. Okay, I guess I'll play Skyrim. Katie says, I have been telling you to get a bigger desk forever. Well, you see, every single desk I have had was given to me. The glass desk I had before this desk was a gift. It was like a hand-me-down from somebody. And then this desk that I have right now is from a thrift store. Now, I would love a bigger desk. But did you know desks are very fucking expensive? And also, I would like a stand-up desk. Not because I want a luxury stand-up desk, but because my physical therapist has been telling me to get a stand-up desk for over a year, and I've been like, I have no money, I can't buy one. A big thing is, I spend most of my day sat down in front of my computer, and that's not very good when you have a condition like POTS, because you are less likely to get up and therefore train your body to be getting used to standing up. So she's like, you should get a standing desk and like stand for an hour a day. But it's like, desks are so expensive. I don't understand it. Why are desks so freaking expensive? It is just like a slab of wood and then 4 little thingies. That's all I need. I don't even need a desk. I just need a table. Excuse me. Katie says, but mostly because I don't really want to be spoiled for Dishonored 2. Fair enough. One thing that I've been having issues with Dishonored 2, I might want to test this after stream anyways, probably a good thing y'all are voting for Skyrim, is that, Dishonored 2 runs like absolute dog shit. It is one of the most chuggiest games I've played, and I don't know why. It literally chugs my computer way more than the Hunter Call of the Wild. And I'm like, what? I don't understand. It is beyond comprehension. The Hunter Call of the Wild can literally look like this fucking swamp behind me. But I turn on Dishonored 2, looks like it was a freaking cartoon, and my computer's like, it is the worst. Chloe says, dog shit runs quite well if the dog has diarrhea.
Go to the church and ask God to forgive you.
Emma says, I specifically got reminded about this because of seeing Japanese lights, which are sideways instead of through. So if you travel to a country with different lights, that must be annoying. I imagine that has got to be really aggravating, like moving to Japan. That is one thing you never hear people talk about. See all those little white honkies on the YouTube who are like, I'm a white honky myself, don't get that wrong. Who are like, oh, I moved to Japan, here are the 10 craziest things about Japan that you'll never know. And it's all the same shit, like, Japanese people are different than Americans. Holy shit, who would have thought? Nobody ever talks about how the lights are angled differently. That's interesting. Amanda says, a stand-up desk? Well, I hope its jokes are good. Boo. Boo. No, my stand-up desk is just a really good guy. You know, it's just a stand-up desk. Katie says, Dishonored 2 and even the first one runs way, way worse than it should. I also heard Deathloop is like that too. Didn't Deathloop have like a sandwich that had more pixel depth than like the average cell phone photo or something like that? It was like insane, the amount of pixels that was in a sandwich or something. Emma says Japan has really good public transport, to be fair, though I wonder how many people own cars. But I feel like you would notice that even if you weren't driving, because you would see cars as a pedestrian. But I don't know, like, maybe the differences are kind of obtuse when you're a pedestrian and not a driver of a vehicle or something. Hold up, I got a burp again. I'm sorry about the burps. Again, I'm going to the doctor. They took Listen, gang. You think everyone is like, oh, you have a burping issue? Can't be that serious. Motherfuckers, they took 9 vials of blood out of me to see what the fuck is wrong with me, to see why I am burping so much. They are really concerned. They're like, not only did they take 9 vials of blood out of me, they made me blow into this thing to measure what is in my breath, to see if I've got like crazy bacteria in my breath or something. And then they also took a piss test. What the fuck do they need a piss test for that for? Who could it? I don't know, but they're trying to figure out why I'm burping all the time. Because it's not just burping. They are really, really painful. Like, the bigger the burp is, the more painful it is. But sometimes the little burps can also be really painful. Little burps, like the ones that you have to like kind of push out, those are the worst. The demon spawns of burps. But for me, sometimes I can feel the burp. It'll like start in my lower stomach and go and then come up to my stomach, and then I'll burp it out. I can literally feel it coming up, whatever it is. The worst. Emma says 69% of people in Japan have cars. Where is the button? Oh my god, I can't fucking find it. Oh my god. Did I not add it? Yes, I did. Okay. Emma says 69% of Japanese people have cars.
Nice.
I found the button. Emma says, I have never seen them talk about driving on the left either. Exactly! None of those honkies talk about driving on the left, but you'll see any of those honkies that move to London, they'll mention it at any freaking point of time. They'll be like, did you know British people drive on the left side of the road? That's so crazy, right? And you're like, okay. Whatever. It's not that crazy, my guy. Emma says Chloe says they just want to test the vintage of my burps. Chloe, made me consider never speaking ever again. I think that will really, really, really work out for you. I think that would be really good for you if you never spoke ever again. Emma says, funny how most of the places that drive the left-hand side are islands. That is true. I never really noticed that. UK, Japan, New Zealand, and Australia. Huh. Maybe. Well, also a lot of those places are just British, but with extra steps. Like New Zealand. New Zealand is just colonized by British people. Australia, colonized by British people. Emma says Sweden switched to right-hand driving in the 70s. Yes, I remember watching a documentary about how the government prepared people for that and how actually quite successful their program was for getting people to switch, to know that the switch was coming. Because they realized, unlike Joe Biden, they realized that not everybody has the same access to certain means of learning things. Not everybody has access to the internet, for example. Not everybody has access to a newspaper. So they had to get really creative, really creative with how they told people about the Switch. And I think that was really interesting. Anyway, we're going to hit break time. We're going to hit BRB and wait 5 minutes. Get up, go get some water, go piss, go do anything. I am just going to get the stream and shit set up. We're going to go back to listening to RuneScape music. Let me choose a good random RuneScape song. Ooh, The Reign of the Basilisk. That one's really good. Yeah, listen to this shit. Listen to this fucking cool. Look at this whip. This song rips. This song is so good. Chloe says not many Swedish people had internet access in the 70s. I agree. Chloe, I was referencing Joe Biden, not Sweden. Music is a bit loud. Okay, give me a sec. There, turn it down. Sorry. It's very hard. I've had to fiddle with my OBS audio settings because of Skyrim. You know how fucking quiet that game is for no reason. It's quiet even on my end, which is like the worst. Because usually what happens is I have to turn down the game for y'all, but like Skyrim is just super quiet in general. It's just one of those quiet games I've ever played, and I don't understand why it's so quiet. Katie says, why does RuneScape have electric guitars? And Chloe says, I don't think it's guitar, it sounds all synth. You are correct, Chloe. I'm like 85, if not 98% sure every single one of RuneScape's songs is made in like a shitty MIDI mixer. That sounds like it's awesome. It's the greatest. Give me a list, Emma. Cesar says hello. Oh shit, it's Cesar. Does Cesar's thing work in the just chatting? I mean the BRB thing? I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Have I set it up?
Oh.
No, I have not set it up. I'll do it when we switch to the game window. Would you believe me that we're only halfway done with this track? Emma says there's too many to list. I have the money to unlock anything? Okay. What about tandoori chicken? Is tandoori chicken on the list? Tandoori chicken is freaking awesome. Yeah, I love RuneScape music. This is Reign of the Basilisk, which I believe is a Slayer quest where you have to fight a basilisk. I never got that far. Mostly because I don't have a RuneScape membership, and RuneScape membership is expensive. I have no expendable cash, so I can't go out and be buying myself 2 weeks of RuneScape membership. I gotta spend that money on like food. Emma says I can do chicken tikka masala. Okay, Emma, do chicken tikka masala. Very upsetting that that's the only. Very upsetting that that's the only option, though. I want everybody to know that Skyrim is loading right now. But it's like, it's doing the normal thing. Like, it's actually being, like, not crashing for me. It's weird. Okay, Skyrim has finally finished fucking loading. It takes 3 frickin' years. You know how Skyrim is, gang. Let's go. Hit. Game time. Come on, Skyrim. There we go. Now, you'll remember. Also, why do I suddenly look so red? Why do I look so red? Do y'all see that? I look like the frick. Give me a second, gang. Oh, I look so red. Oh gosh. Here, I'm normalifying myself there. I've normalified my skin color. I'm no longer red.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Serana, quit complaining. Amanda says went too fast. Yes, I have to put that up there. Well, we've freed Serana. That's what I did yesterday. Now we gotta take her out her mom and dad's house. Now, a lot of people don't like this part of the Skyrim quest. They're like, it doesn't make sense. Why is Serana like so readily taking you to her freaking mansion with all the vampire homies? You know what I mean? And to me, I think it makes so much sense.
Welcome, Moon and Star.
Oh my God, thank you for
to
following,
this place
Ghoulish Emma.
where destiny is made.
Yes, welcome to this place where destiny is made, Ghoulish Emma. Welcome to the swamp. How are you? I love that name, Ghoulish Emma. It's a very interesting name. Oh, Skyrim, why are you acting like this? Skyrim, baby. Oh, Skyrim. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Skyrim. What? Guy's just like, I gotta go. Gotta run up this hill for no reason. What was the point of that, my guy? You wanna explain that? Okay, he won't. Katie says, it totally makes sense. She hates her dad and probably doesn't want to go back alone if she doesn't have to. Yes, but like, everyone's like, oh, it's such a bad tactical decision. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Now, I have a question for the chat. Everybody in chat. Now, I have a mod that allows me to have up to 40 companions. I'm pretty sure. And I want y'all to decide whether or not we keep Lydia around while we have Serana with us. You know,
you want the 4 shields.
Like, Lydia does aggravate me. As you all know, I do want to beat her to death every single day. But, like, who doesn't? who goes through life without wanting to beat Lydia to death? At least once. You know? I think a part of Skyrim is having a... Oh, God, what the fuck?
All right.
Took him a while to load up his audio.
Like a fish.
My dude, do you realize there are 3 of us and 1 of you? And one of the people is a barbarian woman who is wearing a mask. She can't see. Walk away right now.
Nice try. But you don't scare me.
Idiot.
I'm not going to ask again.
I'd rather die.
Then I guess that's our last request.
Bro. Just absolutely getting bodied. Yeah, I agree. He definitely had a death wish. Fool. Didn't have anything that too interesting. Foolish Emma says 1 sassy thief versus 3 adventurers. Exactly, I don't understand. What?
Make it quick.
Why are you here?
You want something from me?
Yeah, I kind of want, like, whatever gold you have on you. I think that would be pretty nice. Serana, please don't walk in front of my bow. Gun safety, Serana. Firearm safety should know that when I'm looking down range, you shouldn't walk in front of my gun. Okay? Serana, you're an ancient vampire. I feel like you should, like, have at least learned that one time in your life, you know? Anyway, gang, tell me how the stream looks. Tell me if it's been choppy or anything.
No time for chatting.
Oh. Hey, gang. Y'all are missing someone, aren't you? Usually there's 4 of ya. Well, you know, don't be too quick going down this hill. Amanda says, looks good. Okay, that's great. Stream seems pretty good. Alright, awesome. I just know that for some reason there are a few games that are a bit difficult to stream. Skyrim is definitely one of them. I had to really finagle a lot of things. To make it look functional. For some reason, this game is 8 times darker on stream. Oh shit, it's Pez! Oh fuck, it's Pez!
I shall die as bachelor.
Welcome, Pez. How are you doing? How is Denmark? Katie says, sometimes people make decisions that aren't the best logical decisions. Like, people are human, not machine. Yes. Like, I made a really weird decision, like, 4 years ago. I was on this app, I was on Tinder. I matched with these two different bitches this day.
I've got your back.
One lady who was, like, clearly just looking for horniness. And then another lady that was looking for companionship, for fun, for homies and love. And I was like, who do I choose?
You have no idea.
What? Damn, lady, who are you?
Clearly, you have no idea who I am, or you wouldn't dare approach me.
I bet the wedding was amazing, and we missed the whole thing.
Oh, well, like...
What's on your mind?
You wouldn't want to be there, my guy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I met Katie on Tinder and I made the not logical decision of choosing her. But that was the best decision. As says, I was at an Easter. It's not Easter yet though. Easter's next Sunday. Easter party. Also, why are you celebrating Easter, Pez? Of all people. Easter? Really, Pez? Easter. Okay. Katie says you could have chosen both if you wanted. No. Pez says, hello Quinn, I see you finally decided to turn up to my comfort place for the last almost 2 years. Yes! I am Pez's comfort streamer. I am the streamer that Pez waters and feeds every day. Pez says, well, a queer, non-denominational egg painting party. Okay, see, that's like, I like that. We should have Egg Day. Instead of Easter, it's Egg Day. Also, it could be a celebration of gender and talking about how you were once an egg. But the main part of the day is just painting and hiding eggs. I have got to say, though, this is my biggest hot take. Many people may disagree with me, but I think plastic eggs with candy in it is far more fun to find than fucking painted ass, hard-boiled fucking eggs. Oh, the worst. What do I gotta do with a hard-boiled egg? Egg hunts are fun though. Egg hunts is okay, when I need to tell this story. One of my earliest traumas was at an Easter hunting party or an Easter. It was just an Easter thing. This was a really cool day. After this I got to fly on a helicopter. That was cool. But I was really, really little. So this must have been like when my dad was still in the Air Force. And it must have been like this Air Force thing. I was really little, like maybe 5. And my mom took us to this party with all these kids. It was like at a park. It wasn't like a normal party. Like somebody had rented out an entire fucking park. It was bizarre. Like not like an amusement park, like a park, like with picnic tables and, you know, a regular park. And there was an egg hunt. I was really excited to do the egg hunt. I think it's really fun. And so they let us get in and we're waiting to do the egg hunt. And I'm sitting there all excited, all ready to do with my little basket in my hand. And they say go. And every single time I go to grab a fucking egg, somebody takes it from under me. And I didn't get a single fucking egg the entire time, and I fucking cried so much. I was so upset. I did not get a single egg. Do you know how embarrassing that was? There were probably hundreds of eggs. I did not get a single one. Every single one was taken from me. It was painful. It is probably why I'm such a bitter bitch to this day. Pez says, during the egg hunt, my friend charged at me with a sword to prevent me from getting to the egg hunt, to the egg first. See, that's what little children did to me. 5-year-old children drew their weapons at me and they were like, no, child, you may not get an egg. Pez says, my friend with the sword got 8 eggs and I got 3. Well, see, Pez, this is what you get for not bringing a weapon to the egg hunt. As an American, I know to bring a firearm to every situation. I know that bringing a big fucking gun to a children's party is the way to go. To bring a gun to go to 7-Eleven and go get a soda pop. I need to bring my gun everywhere. Katie says, did someone nice at least give you eggs after? I don't remember. I just remember I got to go on a helicopter after. That was cool. My brother didn't want to go on the helicopter because he was a pussy-ass bitch. But he was also a year younger than me, so if I was 5, then he was 4. Bye. God, loud as hell. Loud as hell as that is. Very loud. Come here, mister. Oh, I thought Lydia was a goblin. Where is the goblin? There he is. I like that Serana really picks up the whole, like, being a companion thing really quickly. Lydia is a hobgoblin, actually. You know, I would believe that. I believe that. So, welcome, Ghoulish Yama, or Quinn, as Pez has been calling you. Big thing about this Skyrim playthrough I need you to know. I've installed a companion mod. Now, I only installed this mod because it increases your follower limit. It makes it so you can have 40 followers. But it also makes it so Lydia is a huge simp. Like,
I'm right behind you.
She's just always sucking your cock. Like, I guarantee she might not be a cock.
I'm at your command.
See, she's being so nice for no reason. You're like, why is she sucking my dick? I could not tell you. She just sucks your dick now this her character, she's no longer mean to you. Well, she is sometimes
I'll
mean.
guard you with my life.
But see, like, why is she like so in love with me? I didn't do anything, Lydia. I'm just a clown. Literally. I am Lizzie the lizard clown. I swear I'm not evil. E. What? Why am I like smiling? See that? E. E. Katie says, I tried to show you an alternative. What? I'm not gonna get rid of Simp Lydia. It's too important to me. Husky's down. Oh my god. Recently, speaking of huskies, recently I watched this documentary series on YouTube called Losers. And it's about like people in sports who are like basically always number 2. Saria Bonley, for example, was an athlete that was predominantly on the show. If you don't know, Saria Bonley is a famous black figure skater who never won gold, but he's probably one of the most technically skilled figure skaters of her era. But the episode that I was thinking about was an episode they did on the Iditarod. Now, if you don't know what the Iditarod is, it's totally normal. It is a thing in Alaska. It's a dog sledding race in Alaska. It's apparently the biggest dog sledding race in the world, I guess. It's the Iditarod. I'm sure you've heard of it. If you're American, I am sure you've heard of the Iditarod. They teach us about it in school. And the story was about this woman named Allie. And she was always like number 2 in the Iditarod. And one year, honest to God, somebody tried to run her over with a fucking snowmobile.
Before we go in there.
And like in the documentary, they don't tell you why this guy did that. They were just like, yeah, I got ran over and I just kept dog sledding, you know? And it was just like, okay, but like, why did that guy run you over? Explain it. What's wrong, Sarana? Are you good?
I think so. And thanks for asking.
See?
I wanted to thank you.
See
for
how
getting me
people
this
fall
far.
in love with this
We'll have
bitch?
to
I
get
think
in
it's
there.
really understandable
I'm
that
going
people
to go
fall
my
in love
own
with
way
this.
for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here.
Also, I want to
Hoping we can have some
mention,
more control than
at
that.
least in my
Once we're inside,
experience,
just keep
a
quiet
lot
for
of
bit.
people
Let me
in
take
my
the lead.
friend group when this came out were like teenage girls who were gay, right? And like at the time, vampires were like a huge thing in the queer lesbian community for like teenagers because of Carmilla. Now I don't want to get into Carmilla because it makes me irate, it makes me very angry, but I also remember this DLC coming out around the same time, and a lot of people wrote Carmilla X Serana fanfiction. I guarantee you, if you Google it, you will find Serana X Carmilla, the web series fanfiction.
Serana? Is that truly you?
Who are you talking to?
I cannot believe my eyes.
Who are you talking to? Okay, there she is. Hello, Kangalot, how are you? Welcome.
My lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
That says I killed a baby? Listen, that puppy attacked me first. So, should we become a vampire or should we save Serana from her abusive family?
I trust
It's a very hard decision to make.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course, I'm delighted to see you.
Yes,
my
a new
daughter.
comrade, Kangalot.
Must I really
We have
say
very
the
similar
words
names.
aloud?
Notice that?
If
Kangalot,
only your
I
traitor
win a
mother
lot.
were here, I would let
We're
her
homies
watch
together
this
in the Lot
reunion
family.
before putting her head on a spike.
Damn,
Now,
dude.
tell me, who is
Such
this
big divorced
stranger
dad
you
energy.
have brought into our hall?
I bet you're gonna accuse her of being
This is my
bipolar
savior,
too.
The one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
My name is Lizzie the Lizard. I'm Liz. How are you? You first. I'm gonna be a dickhead. You first, Mr. Bacon.
Very well. I am Harkin, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter will have told you what...
Can I just say, this is probably the worst part of this DLC, is Harkon's court. Because he's like, my court of all these men and women, I control so many people. And then, like, you never see any, like, real world power that this guy has. He just lives on a fucking island. Like, okay, you're vampires.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim.
Oh, you're so powerful? Prove it, my guy.
We lived here, far from the cares of
Pez
the
says,
world.
was it Allie
All
Zirkle?
that
It was
ended when
Allie.
my wife
I don't know. I
betrayed
doubt
me
there's
and
another
stole
Allie
away
who
that which I
races
valued
dogs.
most.
I remember that she was kind of hot and she had a really big smile. Do I get any reward for finding your daughter? Bro, that's kind of a weird thing to say. What happens now, Mr. Bacon?
You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll.
Maybe you can find out why she got ran
I
over,
offer you
Paz.
my blood. Take
Iwinalot
it
says,
and you
was
will
it the
walk as a
name that caught you
lion
attention to raid me?
Men
Or
will
was it
tremble
something
at
like
your
our
approach,
autism
and
tags?
you
It
will
was
never
probably
fear death
autism.
again.
I usually go either autism or invisible disability to those two tags when I raid, so it was probably that. And if I refuse your gift,
Then you will be prey. Like
and
all
I
mortals.
typically, you know,
I will
it's like a
spare
big
your life
mindset
this
of
once,
mine
but you will be
that I
banished from this
raid
hall.
people that
Perhaps
are
you
also
still need
autistic
convincing.
and also,
Behold
you know,
the
queer and
power.
disabled, because for me, it's like a big major
is the
part
power
of who I
that
am,
I
and I want to uplift
Now,
the people
make
within my
your
community.
choice.
And a lot of people, they raid, and they're playing like this 3D chess, sort of. Like a lot of people I know only raid people that have higher follower counts than them, because they will get a bigger boost from that person, like, shouting them out. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. I just want to raid people that seem like they would like a raid. Like, if I see somebody that I like, I'm gonna raid them. But I usually only raid people that are smaller than me, just so I don't, like, end up reinforcing, like, I just want smaller streamers to get their break. If it weren't for raiders, I would probably still be streaming to, like, 2 people every day. I don't want to become a vampire. I will refuse your gift.
So be it. You are prey.
Kinda ugly.
all mortals.
I gotta, like,
banish you.
my guy. Kinda look like you missed me, but okay. Pez says, that's the vampire dogs. If you become a vampire, you can have them as your companions. Yeah, the hellhounds, they're the worst. Oh, they give me a concussy. Ooh. Oh, as we know, I don't like getting concussied. Hey, Lydia's back.
Yes, my thing?
Yeah, how's it going, buddy? Do you like your mask, your double mask combo? You got the sheet over your face and also a metal mask. Kangalot says, you're not the first person on the spectrum I met on Twitch, but I haven't met anyone else like us IRL. So I'm happy about this site helping me meet those I can relate to more. Yeah, I only know one other autistic person in real life, and that person is a child. So it's not like I can be like, yo, let's talk about things that we have in common. You know, there's not much me and this child have in common other than, oh, you like Farming Simulator and you like Among Us? Okay. Pez says, looks like the guy was drunk driving on the snowmobile. Okay, but the way that she described it, like what happened, it seemed very deliberate. Like he came back and ran over her again. Like over and over. Doesn't seem like just drunk driving to me. Iwinalot says, okay, correction. I know that one of my cousins has what we have too, but she's not as functioning. That makes sense. Yeah, and a lot of, that's something I really do want to talk about, since it is like, isn't it Autism Awareness Month? A big thing that happens in the autism community especially is that voices of high functioning people, and I don't really like using that term functioning. I sort of hate it usually, but usually those with higher functioning are more effective at speaking, but the problem with that is they often speak over people with different functioning needs than they do, and oftentimes people would literally speak over, like, especially non-speaking autistics. Literally I just saw a tweet this morning that was like, non-speaking autistics can't speak for themselves, and so it shouldn't be y'all speaking for them, it should be me. And it's like an autism mom, and it's like, oh god. Kat says, yeah, seems kinda sus. And also, he didn't just run over Ali Zirkle, right? He ran over another dog slitter as well. And he killed that guy's dogs. I'm pretty sure. He killed at least one dog that I know for sure. And it was a really sad story, but that whole series is very confusingly made. Very disjointed and very confusing. I wouldn't recommend it. There are a few episodes I would really recommend. Number one being the Surya Bonali episode. I think that's a far more effective tool on teaching people about Surya Bonali than the Radiolab episode about her. I would say the Radiolab episode about Surya Bonali, to some extent, sort of whitewashes the racism that she went through. Which sucks. There you go, Lydia. What the hell power is that? That's like a freaking Templar from Dragon Age or some shit. Casting an anti-magic spell or something. Now, tell me, is the game too loud? You have to tell me if the game is too loud, because I can't tell. On my end, it's very, very quiet. You have Lydia in a Rorschach mask? Yes. I cannot look at Lydia's face, because I have a deep rage for her. I am misogynist, but only for Lydia. Hello, Isran.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found
the cool ass spell.
We'll have to
Skyrim sound mixing is dog shit. And also, isn't Fallout 4 pretty bad as well? Not exactly good news, my guy.
Damn. Well, what do you know?
The vampires were looking for a bitch that was trapped in Dim Hollow, my guy.
Trapped in there?
Yes, a woman.
That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she?
Okay, Isran, hoes protect hoes. So I don't know if it's right for me to tell you about the location of this lady that I saved. She wanted to go home, so I took her to her castle. Me being obtuse.
I'm waiting to hear what any of this means.
Oh, god damn it, Isran. They also have an Elder Scroll. Oh wait, did they say that and I totally missed it? Oh yeah, Serana is literally carrying an Elder Scroll on her back. I am lucky I made it out alive, my dude.
So they have this woman and an Elder Scroll.
Yeah, don't you think people that own an Elder Scroll are probably scary and evil to some extent?
This is more than you and I can handle.
Like, the last time I had an Elder Scroll, I stole it from the big tower in Oblivion. So you're just gonna give up, you little pussy?
When did I say that?
You're acting like it.
We need help.
Chloe says, what are Elder Scrolls?
I'm
actually genuinely shocked that this game actually expanded on the lore of Elder Scrolls. They're basically... I don't really comprehend them. Where's Equita when you need her? I feel like she understands what an Elder Scroll is.
Find them, we might have a chance.
Where can I find the people we need?
Point, aren't you?
That says, oh yeah, walking through Boston and one of those plane AIs flies directly into a building because they can't navigate the city, so it falls out of the sky and the horrible sound mixing makes it sound like it landed on top of you. Yep, that's Fallout 4. Alright, time to drink.
Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out
Delicious.
on the beach.
Water.
Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet.
Katie says, I know they really hurt if you try to read them. Yeah, like the people who do read the Elder Scrolls are like blind. The moth priests. You'll help us?
Might need a little convincing, but she should.
Isran, why would she help us, dude?
Big brute of a Nord.
I also
Hates
just don't
vampires
think
almost
the Dawn Guard are good.
Got it into his head years
Marana
back that his
teaches
experience
us
with animals would
that
help.
vampires can be
Trolls in
hot,
particular
sexy,
is what I hear.
and kind.
Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more
Sorry
beasts
about the
to
burps.
see.
I have a genuine medical issue.
and we
There's
can get
something
started
wrong
on
with
cutting
my
up the plan.
intestines. I am belching all the time, constantly. Very painful. They're not normal burps. Every time I burp, my stomach hurts. Just a little bit. The more heavy the burp is, the more it hurts. Last week, they took 9 vials of blood out of me to see why I'm burping so much. Like, it's not just a regular burping thing. It's like they think there's something seriously wrong with my guts. Alright. Any advice for a new vampire hunter, Isran?
There's only one thing worth remembering.
What?
When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead.
That
And
makes.
good people
I
will
feel like that
die
could be
because of you.
said about literally
I've lasted
anything.
this long because I
If you're
don't
sloppy,
take
you're dead.
chances.
You work at
cover
an
my
industrial
tracks and I
plant.
keep
If
my
you're sloppy,
eyes
you're dead.
open. If you're smart, you'll do the same.
Okay. See, this is something that really, really aggravates me. This is genuinely, is like you'll ask for advice from, say, somebody who's really good at martial arts.
Stay alert.
And you'll be like, okay, I want to learn a skill. Like, what is the most important thing to learn when you go into martial arts? And they're just like, be smart. And they don't tell you how to be smart. They just tell you to be smart. Oh my god, so beyond aggravating. Ingalot says, I have a sensitive gut too. Yeah, my stomach is not only very sensitive, it's just like annoying. But I'm going to the doctor yet again, trying to be evaluated to see what's wrong with my gut. Didn't work out last time. I don't know why they think they're gonna figure out what's wrong with me this time. Oh my god, the world's loudest animal, the bear. Lydia, please handle it. Damn, Lydia. What a baby. Oh, what the heck happened to that bear? What happened to it? Where did it go? That was odd. Yeah, let's use this sword. Bear is too powerful for ice terror. Okay. Oh, I'm about to get bodied. I'm about to get ate up. Oh, they're beating my ass. Oh, wrong thing. I hate when you eat the wrong potion. Lydia! What is Lydia even doing? Is Lydia even helping? Lydia, help, you fucking cunt! There's like 8 bears in here. I don't know what the fuck is up. Oh, Lydia's down. Hey, Lydia? You good, buddy? It's okay. I'll protect you. Are these spider bears? It's very possible that these are spider bears. Get out of my face! Alright, Mr. Bear. Got him. Alright, Lydia. It's okay, the bears have been handled. No, it looks like these are just regular bears. Usually, if these are the spider bears, they would have like the spider loot on them. No, these are just, this cave is just full of bears. Yeah, I'm sorry, Eileen. I'm killing your kin. I'm murdering your family in cold blood. Yet again, as you've come to accept from me in these streams, I see a bear and I try to kill it. Katie says, but I'm sure there's a way for... Hold up. Katie says, Dawn Guard hate vampires just because they're vampires, and that's not cool. Kangalot says, they drain human blood, making us sound lower on the food chain. course the Dawn Guard hate that. Yeah, Katie, they're making us betas. If we are not the coolest kings ever, how are we supposed to get through life? I don't get it. Why are there like tons of caves that don't lead anywhere? The fuck was the point of that cave? And then Katie says, but I'm pretty sure there's a way for vampires to exist peacefully, like consensual blood donation or something for them. Katie is like, Katie, would you consensually donate your blood to vampires? Would you consensually donate your blood to this guy? If this guy came up to you and was like, give me food, give me your blood. Eileen says, I would, Eddie, but that's just cause you're horny, Eileen. If you were not horny, would you consensually give your blood? Look at you motherfuckers. Would give your blood to a fucking vampire, but I don't see you motherfuckers donating blood to regular people anytime. There's a headless man. I'm not chasing after him. Oh shit. Where? Lydia, where? Okay. God, 2 random events at once. Alright. Hopefully everybody's inside. I have that mod. It is really annoying that quest givers can die because you fought a dragon in the town. Gotcha, bitch. Okay, Lydia. Why are you yelling at everybody else to slay the dragon when we are the ones? That's our job, Lydia. That is why I hired you. Okay. Stop it! Owie, it's really mean when you do that. Don't do that, my guy. Very rude. Eileen says, I think I'd give vampires my blood in exchange for a free movie ticket. See, like, one thing I don't get about Skyrim vampires is that there is nobody that is like, there's like maybe only one story about a guy being manipulated by a vampire because she's a hottie. That's not enough. Every person on the planet Earth would be fallen for these vampires. The whole concept of like monster fuckers proves to me that this would be a much more widespread problem than Skyrim is presenting it to be. Katie says, it's not fair to assume they're all a threat because of that. I'm sure plenty of vampires are kind. See, Katie would be like the type of vampire that thinks it's mean to like bite people, you know? Pat says, vampires don't even need mind manipulation skills, LMAO. Exactly. Everybody like hypes up vampires and gives them like superpowers and shit, like, oh, they can control your mind, you're enthralled by them or whatever. It's like, no, I don't need that. You don't need to give me juice. Don't give me any juice. I don't need any of that. Just show me your titties and we'll be perfectly fine. If you just show me your vampire titties, you can have all the blood you want. Anything else? Vampire titties are the #1 at the top. Emma says PC just crashed again, so I've confirmed it's not a raw heat problem. The fuck is wrong with your computer, Emma? I think you just need to do a fresh install of Windows or something, because what else can you do? Katie says, if vampires are looking for blood that way, it means they're probably a kind, good, intentioned vampire, and they deserve blood. See, Katie is out here being, like, the lobbyist for vampires. Katie's out here supporting the vampires as best as she can. Oh shit! More vampires. You know, like, cool it, really? Like, really? Electrocuting me? In front of my kid? Lydia? My child? Lydia! Where's Lydia? I don't know where Lydia is. It's really dark. Oh, there she's up there, murdering people. Yes, Lydia, there's several people around. But I understand that it's very, very dark, Lydia. Yeah, we got his ass. He's got arrows. Oh, picked up his armor by accident. Didn't mean to do that. Katie is very pro-vampire. I don't know. I really have not met a single person that's more of a vampire simp than Katie. And that's saying a lot. I've met a lot of people. I'm sure you have also met a lot of people who are super, super, super into vampires. But Katie is the only person I know who does not admit that vampires are monsters. But I feel like Ashton would be able to admit that a vampire is a monster, you know? Eileen says, I installed Torchlight too. I keep forgetting how much Torchlight is just Fate. Oh god, now I want to play Fate now. Torchlight is one of those games where it just makes me think of better games. Where the fuck are the... I can't see the wolves. It's so dark. What was I saying? Oh, I was just thinking about Torchlight 2 is just one of those games that makes you think of better games. Like Fate or Fable or... Okay, shit. Fate is so good. Ah! It says, also still wild to me that my grandma tore a page out of a dictionary? Wait, what? Your grandma did what now? Pardon? Expand? Please tell me more about this, Pez. Inklelat says, would you feel the same way about mosquitoes? Vampires may be intelligent, but that's why we should find ways to cure the kind ones. But I still want to lop the heads off all the a-hole vamps. Like the paladin I am. But like, what if like, it's just, I don't think that vampires have to necessarily be evil. Got him. I love that the fucking camera stops randomly for no reason. I have not been able to figure out why that is. And I don't want to remove any of the mods because I'm really happy where I've gotten my Skyrim modding set up. To me, this feels like canon Skyrim. Got him. Okay, Lydia, just wait a second, okay, buddy? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, Lydia, never mind then. It is says, but what if a nice vampire doesn't want to be human? They can live peacefully, there's no need to force them. Exactly. Don't be a fascist and force people not to be vampires, Kangalot. Don't you know it's my right to steal people's blood? Kangalot says, I always use become ethereal when I go through swinging blades. I never realized. That is so smart. You learn, see, this is why I have backseating allowed on my title. Because if I didn't, I feel like people would be less inclined to give me hot tips like that. Alright, Lydia. Lydia, that was your fault. I'm gonna blame it on you because I was saying your name as I stepped on the crap. Paz says, Addie, your panic screams sound like your James Charles impression. But, listen. Are you saying that when I scream, I sound like when I'm going like, yeah. I fucking hate James Charles, fucking piece of shit. There are very few YouTubers that I could say that I have a general issue with, and I think James Charles is one of them. Yeah. Oh, womp womp womp. Alright, I need to go find the video for newbies. Give me a second. I need to find the video. James Charles Womp 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 song. Thank you so much, Google, for having this on lock for me, for having this be the first thing that comes up when I ask for it. Okay. James Charles. This is the funniest video on the planet Earth to me, and I don't know why. It's so dumb. It's like, why is he like this? Okay. James Charles. Just a reminder, James Charles is a P word. Yeah. Yeah. Why do I know this video by heart? Why am I perfectly on beat with him? Alright, let's watch it without me singing along. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't help myself. I don't know why he's like this. I don't know why. Womp womp womp. Okay, Paz. Paz has posted the page of the dictionary. Where did you post it, Paz? Stream discussion? No, you didn't, you liar. Where? Where? I don't see it. Am I not in stream discussion, Paz? Am I not in stream discussion right now? Stream discussion. That's where I'm at. There's nothing here, Paz. It's still sending? Okay, this is the page. What? This is what she took out of the dictionary? I thought it was gonna be like the page that said vagina or penis or something. Not the one that's just like a bunch of... What? I don't understand. Why? Did she think Hebrew was against the rules or something? Bizarre. Genuinely bizarre. Somebody pinged me. Okay. We're gonna hit back to the game. Skyrim. Now we have to get this guy named Gunmar and some lady named Serene Gerard. I hope that's a lady. I don't wanna be wrong. Yeah, I don't know why, but this place is giving me a real bad vibe. I feel like...
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Yeah, that means we're gonna have a big ass fight, isn't it? Well, let's turn it to daytime so we can actually see who we're fighting. Pez says, oh, it was a page she tore out to help me. Oh, okay. But why didn't she just bring the fucking dictionary like a normal person and being like, look at this page of the dictionary, you dumb fuck. Like, this is what you're supposed to be learning. Katie says, I am not sure about mosquitoes because I don't know if they have feelings and also they hurt me. But also, getting rid of mosquitoes would be really fucking stupid. If we got rid of mosquitoes, like, if we genocided mosquitoes, it would probably be a cascade effect on the large, like, just the whole ecosystem. Because mosquitoes, I'm sure, make up a massive amount of, like, other bugs' diets, amphibians' diets, shit like that, you know, salamanders and shit. Spiders. Without those, then like, then what do the birds eat? And then if the birds don't eat, then who does, you know, the bigger predators eat, etc., etc. Quinn is back painting acrylic nails with miniature paint? Wait, what? Like you're doing like a whole style or something? Excuse me. Again with the burps. I know they're disgusting. One day they will be fixed. They have assured me they're going to fix my problem. Because this has not been a thing all the time. Pez can attest to this. That, you know, I have not always been a burp queen. This stream used to be burpless. I used to never burp on this stream. Or I would like move away from the mic to burp because it would happen so rarely that it wouldn't be an issue. Quinn says, Pez, I'm your straight friend. Hey, Pez, you have straight friends? Uh-oh. Pez says, I feel like it was like once a stream burps. Yeah, like it wasn't like all the freaking time. Oh, is the Briarheart working? Okay. For some reason, every single time I played Skyrim on the regular version, like Skyrim Special Edition doesn't seem to have this problem. Skyrim Regular Edition, like Briarhearts would not have chests. They would literally just be a floating head and legs, no chest. It is bizarre. I wouldn't say my stream was a no burp zone before this problem, but it was definitely it wasn't a burp environment. It was just an occasional burp here and there. Now it's like, oh my god, why is my stomach hating me so much all the goddamn time? And they're like chunky burps. It's never like normal fucking burps. It's always like a burp that like makes you want to cry. You're like, oh god. But I'm going to the doctor. Doctor says they'll have answers soon. I'm going to see the immunologist on next month, and then I'm going to gastrology at the end of this month, which really sucks. I'm going to Virginia to see Katie, and then the day after I see her, I'm going straight back home and seeing a doctor and probably getting a fucking thing, a biopsy done in my throat. Esophagus problems, fun fact, do run in my family. Paz says, I forgot to do the thing I promised to do last Friday. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's witches. There's a bunch of Pazes in this room. And then there's the ultimate Paz. I want to get a mod that renames Hag Ravens to Pazes. Someone there? Lydia! Someone there? Oh, yes! Surrounded by clown feet prey. Thank you, Paz. That is my new sub-only emoji is the clown feet prey. The connection of two great emojis. The clown and feet prey. Okay, so that Hagraven literally teleported the fuck out of here. Now, that is something that kind of annoys me. Is that Skyrim implies that there are several spells that can teleport. Like several teleportation spells. But you can never use them? It's so baffling. I don't like, why add them if we can't use them? Todd. Why do you play with me like this, Todd? I trusted you. I just wanted a good game, Todd. Please, Todd. Iwinalot says, vampirism is a curse. Another reason why the Dawn Guard hate them. Like zombies, they need to be put down so that the living can flourish and eat beasts in nature as in nature intended. Okay. Okay. If this is Iwinalot, not to sound weird, but like kind of a whack argument, like the whole appeal to nature is bullshit. Who gives a fuck about nature? When have we as a race ever given a fuck about nature, really? How do I open that? I couldn't tell you. That's probably the end of the dungeon ass door. Eileen says add town portal scrolls. Just add scrolls that teleport you to areas that you can't fast travel. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh no, this is a spider bear. This is a bear that was once a spider.
Time to end this game.
Ow! What the fuck? Get out of my face. Didn't you just see me kill your spider bear? Like... Oh, damn, there's a lot of hag raven feathers here. Oh my god, I killed her pet! I killed the hag raven's pet! Spider bear. Sorry, spider bear. As says, I can now also do the I am so sad SMH clown feet pray. Yes, it's the feet pray clown. Oh wait, sometimes people make cursed things, but listen, I'm a little scared of Pez. Pez has proven that they are a murderer. Pagliacci, the killer clown. Pagliacci, not Pagliacci. Iwinalot says, when hurricanes hit you, you're reminded about how powerful nature is. That's true. But like, appeal to nature is a really horrible, and genuinely, like in reality, talking about the real world, appeal to nature is always never a good rhetorical device to use. Appeal to nature, most commonly, my experience, is used to discredit like gay, trans, you know, queer people in general, because oh, it's unnatural or whatever. Paz says, hey, Chloe was the one that gave me the ability to embrace Pagliacci the killer clown. It wasn't Emma. I think it was Amanda. I'm pretty sure it was Amanda, or it was either Amanda or Emma who came up. I don't think it was Chloe who came up with the hit list. Okay, finally unlocked that fucking door. Oh god, of course. Are you kidding me? An expert trap trigger, bro? Oh, never mind, that was easy. Really? I wasted like 10 lockpicks for that shit? I keep shooting this hag raven. She's like, what the fuck is going on? I keep probably like, oh my god. Yeah, I got that bitch. Blew her to fucking pieces. Lydia, help me, where are you? Where did Lydia come from? God damn, Lydia. Scaring me, buddy. You can teleport just like the hag raven can. Take that in note, everybody. Lydia can teleport. Okay, I'm not gonna unlock the lockpick shit. I cannot. I value my stress levels too much. Do more lockpicking in this dungeon that is above like average difficulty. Alright, bitch. We're here in the big fight room. Where are you? Not here. Iwinalot says any creature that can't touch holy water is too sus to let walk the earth. Can we talk about holy water for a minute? How kind of weird of a concept is holy water? Oh, it's water that is special because some guy prayed over it. And I'm not passing any judgment. I just think it's very odd, personally. I don't do it. Let me see if I can't upgrade anything to be good. Why do I have Forsaken armor?
Still here.
Oh yes, the other Emma. Quinn, yes, we have two Emmas. There is Emma, who is not sent me its VR headset, so I can't say anything nice about it. Holy shit. She's teleported spider bears in. Hey, you're standing on a platform like that? That doesn't seem like a really good idea when you're fighting me. Bye. She's gone. Where? Lydia. Lydia? The bear got you? For real? Oh. The bear got me. For real. Iwinalot says, I think holy water is cool. So simple, yet so effective. You're right.
Yes, my
It is a very effective tool for fighting vampires. Like, all you need is just one free Lydia, please help! Oh my god. Getting absolutely butt-fucked. Okay. Alright, come on, let's look for something. Let's look for some good perks. Archery? I'm 1 point away from level 50. Alright, I will save a perk and come back. 55 on Sneak. Excuse me? What is Infiltrator? Your footsteps and equipped armor make 75% less noise when sneaking. That's really good. That's actually super good. Alright, lockpicking. Yes, let's... All lockpicks are easier to pick. Okay. Yeah, Lydia's leveling up. Lydia, help me! Lydia! Lydia! Oh god. I mean, I was safe spotting that bear, but I can't safe spot this lady. It's funny finding safe spots in 3D games, to be honest. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Lydia, you're good. Stop being a crybaby. You're just being burned to death. It's not that big of a deal, you crybaby.
Never seen anything quite like that.
Audra says, I mean, to be fair, we also smoke herbs to bless houses and keep evil spirits away. What? What are you talking about? Pez says, the one that was here when we played Minecraft and I dropped $70 on murdering people. Amazing. That's money well spent, Pez. There is no bad financial decisions being made here. Only good ones. Audra says burning sage mostly. Burning sage is not for white people. And I don't even think indigenous people do that in their homes. So, I don't know. But I just know that isn't like an us thing. It is an indigenous thing. It says, when you find cheese spots in a Souls game, yes, that's like what you live for, is just finding little safe spots. And they're called safe spots in like the RuneScape fandom. I don't know what they're called in other games. I'm sure other games have different names for them. Iwinalot says, I'm white and I wouldn't object to burning sage so long as it smells good. But see, because you're white, it doesn't matter if you object. Do you know what I mean? It's not for us to object. It is for indigenous people to object to, and the indigenous people, especially in the Dakotas, have been asking for people to stop buying sage and stop burning sage because it's destroying the wild sage population. So stop doing it, please. Oh shit. And I think Paz can like probably tell you some more effective witchy things that you could do. Quinn says, Paz also gave me government money to make them a plague doctor mask. Paz has given me government money to do all sorts of dumb shit, so there are things Paz has made me do that I probably don't even remember that they were so absurd that they seem like fake memories. Katie says, I don't think all vampires are good. but I think that people are unfairly biased towards them and don't show them the empathy they deserve as people who think and feel like just like we do. But like, Katie, I don't think you understand, like, I think it's a pretty big thing about vampires is that we invented them as monsters to be monsters, not like as people. Iwinalot says, if a vampire proves not to be hostile and have self-control like Sorana, I wouldn't blindly strike them. I wouldn't blindly strike? How would you know that the vampire has control if you're blindly striking them? Iwinalot. Checkmate. Oh my god, I'm on the wrong side of the fucking mountain. Oh gosh. I'm having a little bit of an angry meltdown. Look at this, I'm on the wrong side. Oh my god, golly. Let's go from Dragon Bridge and go the other direction. Tess says, yeah, incense is okay. That's very Christian. Exactly. Just go fucking buy incense like every freaking person ever. Now you can be a proper weed smoker and burn incense in your house. It smells like patchouli and bullshit. And as somebody who has been to South Dakota, I would probably be extremely upset. I think I would be totally upset if the Dakotas stopped having wild sage. When you go to South Dakota and like outside of any, South Dakota doesn't have really any cities, but when I went to South Dakota, I was on a farm, a cattle farm, and all you could smell outside was just sage. It was like the dominant smell. It was absolutely beautiful out there. Oh my god, I got rack joint. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got a cure disease, yeah. Nighttime, we know we don't like that. Iwinalot says, I'll let the monsters attack first, so I have reason to hit back. Okay, fair enough. How do you respond to Iwinalot's self-defense argument, Catherine? Because I feel like that blows you out of the water, Katie. Because Iwinalot is saying, I don't attack vampires randomly. I only do it when they're attacking me. So this means that Iwinalot probably has quite more experience with vampires than you. Because it seems vampires have the tendency to attack randomly. Hez says, also for Europe, a native plant with nice aromas is burnt juniper. I wonder what juniper, I've always wondered what juniper is like. It's like it's in Skyrim. There's juniper berries. I've always wondered what it's like. I imagine it's not as good as it seems. Like that one berry from Sweden that everybody loses their mind about, lingonberry. Overrated bullshit. Oh my god, I was so disappointed when I finally tried lingonberry. I was like, what the hell? This is what y'all hyped me up for? This berry that tastes like fucking soap? Okay, thank you. Bernadette says, I've met like 90 vampires and they're all friends who I've kissed. Okay, Eileen, you've got more experience, it seems. Now, were they good kissers? I've always wondered if, like, kissing a vampire, like Frenching a vampire, I've always felt like, is that, like, dangerous? Could you cut your tongue on your hot vampire wife's teeth? Eileen says, too much teeth. I know what that feels like. Quinn says, I love to burn Brussels sprouts. And I want like properly roasted Brussels sprouts that you put like right up next to the broiler. And you let them to get super black and like charcoaly and shit. You're like, Amanda says, what if I told you I'm a vampire? Did you know it was actually a running joke for a really long time that I was a vampire because I have like the energy of an 80-year-old? Pez says, juniper tastes like the way pine smells. Which I guess makes sense since they grow on pine trees. Yeah, that does make perfect sense. Amanda says, well, I'm not a vampire, but I'm like a vampire. Well, me too. I don't go outside. Well, I go outside more than you, which is saying a lot. They're children. Hello, child.
Hey there. Check out what my friend and I found.
What?
I'll sell some of it to you if you want.
What do you mean? What did you find? Where did you find this boy?
I found them near the old Dwemer Bridge in the far west. I'll mark it down for you on your map for a small fee.
What? Where are your parents? Show me. Fine, you little swindler. Here's a septum. Now, where is this bridge?
Thank you. You'll find the ruins right here.
How does this kid know how to read a map so well? The year of our Lord, what?
Take a look.
1782? Oh. My guy, be careful with this knife. It looks very dangerous, okay? That is that straight razor looks very annoying to hold. Like, the blade and the handle are perpendicular to each other. I feel like that would be aggravating. Because you wouldn't... It's not... I don't know. And maybe I'm overanalyzing it. See you later, my guy. Pez says, kinda like giving a blowy, you have to be careful not to use your teeth. And I've always, like, wondered, like, if you live in a world where vampires are real, if you have, like, a snaggletooth, are you, like, do you get falsely accused of being a vampire? And people are, like, discriminate against you because you got fangs? Katie says, oh, I actually didn't know that. My grandma was Buddhist, I think, and there was a certain day she would burn incense, and it was always my favorite. Oh, Katie. Oh, Katie. My honey.
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I swear I left it right here.
I don't have a sack of anything,
Mud
Soren.
crabs might have taken it. I saw
Soren
it
or Soren?
Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here.
Sora?
Well, just look
From
around, will you?
Kingdom Hearts? Isran asked me to find you.
Isran wants me?
Yes.
No,
He's
you
really
must be
horny.
mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help.
Well, I'm sorry,
I
but
find
he's
it hard
asking
to
for you
believe he's
now.
changed
He
his
wants.
mind.
He's like,
He said some
he
very
was
hurtful
nagging you.
things to me
I don't think you
before.
understand that he was nagging
Anyway,
you,
I'm quite happy in my
and
current
it didn't
pursuits.
work.
So
Clearly,
you'll
you ran
excuse me.
off. Bernadette says, "I'm a real vampire. You have seen my teeth. That is true, Eileen. Eileen is the most vampire-y looking person I've ever met." You had a falling out with Isran? What was that? What happened?
Yes, that was my point. I felt it was rather clear.
What did he do?
What is it you want from me?
Why are you yelling at me? I'm just a messenger, lady. Vampires threaten all of Skyrim. We need your help.
Vampires? Really?
You haven't seen any?
I suppose now
They're
he
fucking all over the
remembers that I
place.
proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population.
It doesn't seem like they're overrunning
Well,
the population,
What are they up
though.
to?
They're doing vampire shit?
Well, that's actually something I never would have anticipated.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How were you supposed to know that they were gonna get an
I'm not
Elder
sure what they
Scroll?
would
That
do
seems a
with
little
one,
over the
but in this
top.
case, Isran
That's
is
like
probably
being
correct
like,
in thinking
and
it isn't
then,
good.
and then, the vampires,
Alright.
they had Superman
Yes, I
on their
suppose it
side,
wouldn't hurt to learn
and
more about
Superman
what's
helped
going on so I
them
can better defend
beat up the
myself.
sun. You know,
But
like,
I'm not
how
just
did they
going to
get a
abandon
fucking
what
Elder
I've been
Scroll?
working on here. It's too useful. I need at least one intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need
Oh
another
my god, I
gyro
gotta
from
find your
someplace.
fucking book bag for you, you
wouldn't happen to
annoying
have one,
cunt.
would you?
There's no time. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, but I'm not about to do that without at least a single gyro to show for my efforts.
What the hell? This lady literally hears you say, hey, the vampires have one of the most powerful items in this entire world. And she's like, I gotta find my little gyro first.
I understand that, but I really can't leave here without at least one usable piece of dwarven equipment.
I hate you.
A single gyro would be enough, I think.
I hate you,
This
Soren.
is useful stuff.
No, it's not. Fuck you. Don't have any gyros.
Well, then I'm very sorry, but I can't just walk away from this project yet.
Cunt.
All right, then.
There are no words I have for you right now. I will find you your stupid ass little
Still here.
frickin' gyro, I guess. It's right here, you fucking idiot. Holy shit. I'm not giving her all 7. I'm just gonna give her 1 and be like, oh, I couldn't find your satchel. I don't know where it was. Iwinalot says, are we done with the vampire argument?
Where are they?
Are we done? Yeah, you may lurk, bud, if you want to. It's okay. Lurking is fine. We have a lurk command.
I understand. A single gyro would be
Here,
enough,
I've got you a gyro, ma'am.
Thank you. It's not much, but this will help a great deal with some things I've been
As
researching.
says, oh, other native European plant that makes
Where is it he's
for good cleansing smoke thingies. Lavender, rosemary, or thyme. Now, lavender, actually, you can buy lavender rolling papers that are apparently a lot easier on your lungs when you're smoking a joint than regular rolling
Finish
papers.
up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there.
Like, do you ever notice that when you smoke from a bong, there's like a lot less shitty smoke coming from your weed than when you smoke from a joint? And that's because when you smoke with a joint, a lot of that smoke is just coming from the papers. Eileen is telling me to let her eat her hero. Fuck her. She needs to come and fight the vampires. I feel like... Imagine you're George W. Bush, right? And you're telling a little story to a little bunch of first graders. And a little Secret Service man comes up to you and he's like, yo, Mr. President, there's an attack on the Twin Towers. And you're just like, can I finish eating my hero first before we go fly down to New York? As says, witches, I'm gonna smoke some lavender to cleanse this space. Addie, I'm gonna smoke this lavender joint. Exactly. And also lavender helps you sleep apparently. Holy hell, look how dark it is. So, 6 a.m. Walk it fast. Katie says, of course, hopefully you have fun too, but I know work isn't always fun. Yes, work is never fun. That's why they call it work. Woof. Come on, Mr. Bear. Gotcha, bitch. Stopped you right in your tracks. Oh, he's not dead. He's not dead. Lydia! Yeah, you're okay, Lydia. You're good. Okay, I'll fix my back. Look, I postured I'm unshrimped. I ate shrimp yesterday. I went out for lunch with my mom. Got shrimp.
Water, water, water,
Hydrate?
water.
Okay.
Water, 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 water.
You know what?
Water, 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 water.
You know what, Andre? You know what I'm gonna do? Instead of hydrating, I'm gonna do something way better than that. I'm gonna smoke and then hydrate. Give me an actual reason to hydrate. Now I use a hemp wick. I don't get people who use lighters. Like, why are you in the year of our Lord 2022 still using a lighter? Come on, get with it. I know I don't usually smoke on stream, gang. But I'm in a lot of pain. Yesterday I went kayaking, which was fucking awesome. It was amazing. And I felt awesome. I felt amazing. But after today, I woke up this morning, my back was in so much pain. Like, oh. But that usually happens like the first day you kayak or whatever. Mostly just because like kayaking, a lot of it is your back. We talk about, oh, your arms and your core, but a lot of it is also your back. And, oh, I clearly didn't do well. Hello, Gunmar.
There's a vicious bear on the loose.
I'm just gonna go in there and kill it for you, so you a bitch and complain about me. Oh, Addie, please kill the bear for me, so you can recruit me. And I'm gonna be like, ugh! All these little quests for you morons, and there's none of you people have any sense of urgency. Like, Alright, see you later, Audra. Have a good time. Don't hurt yourself. Be good to yourself. Oh, these are spider bears. These are not regular bears. Get him, Lydia! Yeah, Lydia's doing her work. Lydia's killed a bear already. Oh, Lydia's getting her ass beat, kind of. Oh, fuck. Lydia kind of sucks. Can we admit it? She kind of sucks. Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Oh, fuck. There we go. Great. I feel like Lydia's really underpowered, or something is wrong with her. Because I don't remember her getting bodied this easily. Kitty says, also, if you have a lighter, please don't leave it lying on your bed. It is super scary, and I want people to be safe. Uh-oh, Katie is calling me out specifically. She is writing a subtweet about me specifically. Because I like to smoke in bed, and I would leave my lighter in bed. And she has a meltdown in bed every single time. Lydia, get him! There you go. We just did what George Washington did. We're a founding father. We just murdered a bunch of people in their sleep. Taz says, isn't Katie always subtweeting you? That is true. Katie is always subtweeting me. I'm always on her mind. Chloe says, as long as it's not lit, it's fine though? That's what I say. It's like, how's it gonna light itself? How's it gonna turn itself on? Amanda says, but Katie's right. It's dangerous and scary to do that. How is it dangerous? Explain to me the mechanism of which it makes it dangerous. Chloe says, lighters don't kill people. People kill people. Thank you, Chloe. Amazing. Okay, gang. This is something I have always thought about. Like, for years since I've played this game. You know how in this game, there are poison, and the poisons get bigger depending on how strong they are. Meaning, the biggest potions are the most stronger. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Logically, in my mind, if I was thinking about potions, like a poison, I would think the smallest little vial is the most venomous compared to, like, the little vial. Am I wrong? Like, the little vial would be really, really like the most poisonous, and the big vial would be like, oh, we need more of it because it's so unpoisonous. You know how in like movies, it's always like, you only need one drop to murder this person. And then in Skyrim, it's like, no, you're gonna need the whole vial to kill this person. Got him. That says, you're right though. Exactly. This is why Bethesda needs to hire me. I live in state. I live in Maryland. Todd, you don't need to pay for relocation. Just hire me. I can work on Skyrim. I can work on the new Skyrim release for you. Excuse me? Got him. It says, also a large portion of poison is like rat poison, where you need a lot of it to poison a lot of rats. Exactly. Katie says, I think it's about the potency of the potion, not the amount. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are bigger potions in Skyrim more potent? You know? Doesn't make any sense. Like, Skyrim goes by the opposite. They think big is better. To me, no. The smaller the poison is, the more scary it is. Eileen says, I like how Witcher 3 makes all the monster hunting oils multiple use, if I recall correctly. Like, you don't need the whole bottle and stuff like that. Exactly. Little details like that is what really makes The Witcher pretty good. Despite the many issues I have with The Witcher, it is a good game. It's just boring. I'm sorry to admit that shit is boring. Oh my god. A little aggravated. It says, yeah, you just need to rest to refresh them, if I remember right. What, really? Huh. There are a lot of things about The Witcher that are like really nice. And I do like that you don't need to like remake an elixir every single time you have to fight a certain type of animal. Y'all saw, I was trying to focus on that spider and get rid of it, so it's gone now. It seems that my mod is imperfect. Damn it, I got killed. Katie says, I actually did like Cyberpunk a bit more than The Witcher. Ow. But that's only because you don't get to play as Geralt. You get to play as somebody who isn't a loser. That says, oh wait, it's potions you have to rest for. Oils you craft once, use always. Oh, okay. I just don't remember having to remake oils very often. We sneakin'. Got his ass. Oh shit. Okay. Oh god. Lydia, help! Oh, I'm sorry, Lydia. Oh, the bears are like, you're hurting your homie. The bears are like, when the bears are chat when I say something mean about Katie. They're like, stop it, don't say that. And I'm like, gang, Katie knows I'm just teasing. I am the only person that can be mean to Katie. I'm the only person that she can understand is just goofing around. Yeah. Good job, Lydia.
I can't believe I was this close to being killed.
Okay, Lydia. You were not close to being killed at all. Fox skin? Okay. I don't have a lot of inventory space. We gotta go to a shop. I'm sorry. The way I said shop just then reminded me of the funniest video I've ever seen when I was like modding Reddit. And it was this video, I'm not gonna be able to find it, just Googling. It's like a video of this guy outside of a mall and the doors are locked and he's like shaking the door trying to open it, and he goes, "Why are you closed? Why are you closed? We want to shop! We want to shop! Why are you close? And it's like the funniest video to me. Gunmar.
2 weeks I've tracked that bear.
Yeah, what
Now I
bear?
find that you've killed it on your own.
Yes, I
I'm
killed
not
your bear.
sure whether that makes you brave or foolish. What brings you here?
I'm here to get your ass to go to Riften.
Ithran, needing someone else's help. Never thought I'd hear that.
Why
I'm
are you
afraid he's a few years
closed?
too late. I've moved on. I have more important
Why?
business to attend to.
Why are you close? Okay,
Besides,
Pass has
he can
found it.
handle anything alone.
Alright, we'll watch it in a
And
second.
surely so
After
himself.
Gunmar is done talking to
What could he
us.
possibly need my help with?
We're up against vampires.
Vampires?
I am just
That's-
amazed by how big
that
your
might
tits
change
are in this
things.
outfit. Every single
Tell me
time
more
it
about
cuts to
what's
me.
going on.
They just look massive. They look huge.
By the 8th. Alright. I'll hear out Ithran. See if there's anything I can do to help. Where do you
Okay,
expect me to go?
one thing I kind of want to know is like,
He's been
at
working
what
on that quest
level
for years now.
is the average education of an
His
average
own little
citizen within the Empire in the Elder Scrolls? Because why does Gunmar know what an Elder Scroll is? Like, how does he know that? I don't mean that in like, oh, he's a dumb guy. I want to understand the mechanism at which he came to know of an Elder Scroll. You know? Alright. Has sent the link to one of my favorite videos of all time. So we're gonna watch it. Why? Why? Why are you closed? Yes, this is a video. These kids were in the background being annoying the whole time. He's banging the door.
Why are you closed? Tell us why you're closed. Tell us why you're closed. Why are you closed?
Why are you
I
closed?
want to go shopping in the Eaton Center. Why are you locked? Why are you closing your doors?
Why are you
locking your doors
closed?
to the public? Why?
Why is he zooming? Why is the video recorder zooming on other people? We want this man.
Tell us the reason.
Amanda says it's the Eaton Center in Toronto. Proof that Canadians are a nightmare.
Why?
Why?
Why are you putting us through this?
I love how he doesn't really give a fuck about this kid being weird as shit.
Who gave you the right?
Who gave you the right?
Who gave you the right? By what right do you exclude the population? Why?
It's a private business. They can close whenever they want, my good bitch. That is capitalism.
Who are you?
Who are you? Why are you closed?
We are the Toronto public.
Yes, he says it. It's Toronto. We are the Toronto public.
We want to get into the Eaton Center. It is a...
Hold up. The way he says, we want to shop. That's what came into my mind.
How dare you do this to us?
Listen.
We are the Toronto public. We want to shop.
That's that's what goes in my mind. This is the echolalia. We want to shop.
Why are you closed? Why? Why? Tell us why.
Why are you closed?
Tell us why.
My guy, who fucking cares? It's just a mall. Why does the... If you told me, Amanda, that this was your grandfather, I would believe you. If you told me this was Gun Gun, I would be like, this Gun Gun? I believe this Gun Gun. Why are you closed? Why? Why? Why are you closed? I don't have a boop command, I am sorry. There are many commands that I see, and I'm like, how do I fucking add that? And there's like, you Google it, and it's like, huh? It's annoying. I only have alert command. I have alert command. That eventually, one of these days, I cannot promise you I'm gonna do it soon, but I want to tie that command, like the alert command, to a frog croaking. Kangalot says, with or without a command, you're getting booped. Oh no, not my nose. Protect it. How am I gonna protect my nose if I'm being booped? Oh my god, fun fact. Yesterday I was at this restaurant, my mom eating, and there was this lady like behind us, like loudly yelling her medical history to her friend. And I was sitting there like, She was like, when I lay down, I can't breathe. And I'm like, And she's like, I get headaches all the time. And I'm like, And I wanted to go up to her and talk to her. But I was like, I'm a highly anxious person, so I didn't. But I wanted to tell her that these are the exact same problems I was having like 3 years ago before I had my nose surgery. And I wanted to be like, listen, just go to ENT. The reason why you're not getting any answers is because you haven't gotten a CT scan of your face. But I didn't. But it was really weird.
Yes?
Hearing somebody being like, what is wrong with me? What is it? And you know exactly what it is. Like, oh, I should have said something. Amanda says, I didn't recognize it, only the name. Yeah. Amanda, we need to go to Toronto and record that video.
Got us all here. Now what do you want?
Oh, we're supposed to look up.
Oh. What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires.
You're doing this at nighttime. Doesn't have the same effect.
I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against.
They didn't think this through. They didn't think about this. Bethesda wasn't like, hey, maybe we should like make you wait till the daytime or something. No?
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what
Yes, but Amanda, we need to go to Toronto. We need to go to the Eaton Center, and I need to dress up exactly like that guy and shake the door and go, why are you closed?
You'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use.
God, Gunmar is like...
In the meantime,
I feel like Gunmar is the most evil guy in the whole Dawn Guard. The dude's enslaving trolls and making them fight for him.
Hope you're getting along with Eastwood.
Amanda says, I do want to fly Emma over here so we can do stuff in Toronto, but the whole summit visiting would be rad. I just need to... I don't know where you buy hats like that. Like, where do you buy the divorced dad hat? You know, the nostalgia critic hat. Where do you buy that at? Also, can I just say, I'm thinking about it, Lord Harkon is a little bit of a bitch ass. I saved his daughter and the only gift he could give me was vampirism. My dude, 1,000 coins would suffice. That's all I need. And he didn't give me anything. I said, no, I don't want to be a vampire. And he's like, fuck you, bitch, fuck you. Hey, Isran, what's poppin'?
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
What, Isran? What are you talking about? What can I do to help, my guy?
Serene needs help with her project to improve our crossbows.
Uh-huh.
And if that doesn't interest you...
Does not.
Speak with Gunmar. He has something for you.
Okay, I'll talk to Soren because I don't like Gunmar. Talking to sweet, Scandinavian people is the worst. Like, talk to you and they have an accent and shit. Like, how dare you? That says Wobble Dogs is on sale. What is Wobble Dogs? Katie says he's like a vampire supremacist though. It does seem kind of in character. Okay, but like, my guy, can you just give me some money? Oh, I'm supposed to follow Isran? Okay. I'm gonna follow Izzy. Lizzie following Izzy. Ah, great. Walking. So much fun. Oh shit, what the fuck, man?
This vampire showed up while
Dude, why do you have this?
I'm guessing it's the one you found in the Mamo crypt.
No, not the vampire. Why do you have a torture room, my dude?
So let's hear it.
Hey, Sorana.
Probably weren't expecting to see me again.
No, not at all. What's poppin'? Also, hot take, Bethesda is so right in saying that female vampires are hotter than men who are vampires. They know that Carmilla, the OG, is the hottest bitch ever. We should all just strive to be her.
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen before your friend here loses his patience.
Okay, Serana, what do you want?
Well, it's about me.
Okay,
and
like,
the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
how did you know where I was? Did I tell her that I was with the Dawn Guard? I don't think I told her. That says, hey, Addie, don't kink shame. I will kink shame 100%. What about you? Are you okay, Serana?
The reason I was down there.
Okay, alright. Everybody is like, why are you so into Serana? I don't get it. How about the fact that the game literally gives you opportunities to flirt with her, and she's literally like, oh my god, thank you. You're so kind. You're so nice. Katie said, did Bethesda really say that? No, Katie, it's a joke, because Serana is similar. She's also a female vampire. What sort of prophecy?
It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun.
What?
That's what he's after.
Your dad wants to get rid of the sun.
Have vampires control the world.
Does he know how stupid that is?
My mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war.
How are y'all gonna control the world when there's nobody left on the world?
That's why I was sealed away with
Did y'all ever hear of the dinosaurs? What happened to the dinosaurs? That didn't even, like, the sun didn't even go away then. It was just clouded, you know? Like, oh my god, big dumb. You took a big risk coming here, Serana.
I did. But something about you makes me think I can trust you.
See, she's literally saying that she can trust me in particular specifically. Listen. Not my fault Serana put you in the friend zone. No, you're right. We just have to convince the others you're on our side.
Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
Serana's like, yeah, I have vampire mind powers. What of it? Hello, Isran. I'm sure you heard our entire conversation.
Alright, you've heard what it has to say.
Now
she? Tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
Well, she could be a cock-sucking fiend if, you know, if you were nice to her. Because... set your hatred aside and try to see the larger picture, big boy.
Set my hatred aside? Not a chance.
This is like me and Katie. Katie trying to tell me about a goat. Says Addie, that is an Amanda pun. What did I say? I don't remember what my pun was. You don't trust her. Fine. Trust me. I believe her.
You
Lydia's like,
know
no.
What you're doing. It can stay for now.
Lydia.
But if it's so much
What
as
are you
lays a
doing?
finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible.
Why do you keep misgendering Serana?
Don't feel like a guest.
Isran is
not.
transphobic.
You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime,
I've got your back.
Don't make me regret my sudden outburst
Oh,
of
yes.
tolerance and generosity.
With fiend, not demon. Thank you very
Your friend
much.
here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness.
What?
I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So,
Oh, I love
in case you
having
didn't notice
Lydia.
the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever
No,
it
I
says,
can't
it
let-
will have something that can help us stop my
Lydia
father.
just keeps teleporting.
But of course, neither of us can read it.
Who can?
Well, the moth priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it.
Well-
they spend years preparing before they start reading, though.
Oh.
Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away, in Cyrodiil.
Well, why don't we go kidnap
Some
one?
Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago.
How do you know that?
I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by.
I like that this Imperial Scholar is used in like 4 different quests, though.
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it.
Let me know
You
if
want
you
to
have
find
anything
him?
you need.
Try
Lydia.
talking to anyone who
It's time.
Innkeepers and carriage drivers.
Lydia's
in the
just
big
like,
city.
can I suck your dick please right now,
But you're
please?
alone.
Please? Yeah, just like, Lydia, calm down.
Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
We're having a conversation. Do you have any ideas?
Well, back before I... You know. The College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic.
Okay,
of
can
the
I
sort.
just say, everybody who
wizards know
becomes
about
a
all kinds of things
vampire
that people
at what, like
probably shouldn't know
25,
about.
the world's luckiest
Actually, now that I
person.
think of it,
Imagine
I'm going to come along.
being stuck at
I've been
age
really wanting to
25,
get out and
skin's
explore a bit.
perfect, Titty's still perky. Oh, life is good. Serana, you should be happy with life. You shouldn't be crying and being all upset that your daddy's a mean vampire. You should be grateful that he made you a vampire at the perfect age, dog.
Yes, my lady?
Your brain's fully developed. Like, he could have made you a vampire at age 16. You would have been the worst person on the planet frickin' Earth. I assume all mental development stops.
What's on your mind?
Okay, where are we going? Let's go to Windhelm and take a boat. No, not a boat. A horse boat. Take a horse boat to Winterhold. Tess says Serana permanently stuck being a K-pop stan account that hates bi lesbians. God. Oh, Serana is permanently stuck at teenage turfdom. I really don't understand the people who get like absolutely rabid when they hear the term bi-lesbian. It's like, even if you don't care, why does it matter?
It's one of them Imperial scholars, right?
Yes.
Old man with a gray robe.
Yes, in a blindfold. Have you seen him?
Might be that I have, but I can't say for sure. I got enough troubles on my mind just trying to scrape by out here.
Please, it's very important that I see him.
Can't help you, friend. I might remember better.
Okay, 200 coins. We're getting a very good angle of Serana's ass.
You want me to take him out to Dragonbridge, but I told him
Amanda says, why do they call it Winterhold when the accident they had? It's clearly Winter Drop. That one was perfect, Amanda. Thank you. What can you tell me? Alright. Dragonbridge.
Until next time.
I didn't even need to go to Winterhold. All I needed to do was talk to that loser. I'm very proud of you, Amanda. Oh my god. Why can't I go to Dragonbridge? Stop it. Can I? There we go. Katie says, I don't think it matters at all. It's just kind of confusing to me because I'm so used to it not meaning. What? Oh. Well, it's just because you gotta realize that the meaning, the definition, lesbian meaning a woman who is only attracted to other women, is an exclusionary definition that only came about in like what, the 70s? Hello, Haffinger.
The cousin of the Emperor was murdered in solitude.
Oh yeah, I wonder who did that.
Not a chance we would have let that happen.
Hey, stop it. Wait, we got vampires.
All right.
The game really kind of like you ever notice that the game sort of like kind of artificially inflates the vampire problem? Like, vampires only really become a problem after you start the vampire Dawnguard quests. Like, they'll show up occasionally before you do it, but like after you do it, it's almost constant. You'll have to fight a vampire every time you fast travel. Very annoying. Alright, where is the general store? I need to sell my shit. I am so overburdened. I have a ridiculous amount of stuff on me, so please. Are you a merchant, sir? No. You?
Need something?
Cassius Tragus? I guarantee you are the worst. See, that guy's racist. I don't think there's a general store here. Rude. Not rude. Also, Katie, I tweeted today about my sponsor. Okay, you happy? Katie's been nagging me to tweet about my sponsor for like every day. Okay, ma'am. Hello, Fada.
Something different about you. I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
Me? No trouble whatsoever. I never murder. I never bring my hoes in the town and cause problems. Oh, I can't. Oh, never mind. I thought you were gonna have answers about a moth priest. Yo! Wait, ma'am?
I'm hoping to run my own inn someday.
Okay.
Fida's teaching me the innkeeper's trade. She runs the fort.
Very helpful. Not at all.
Please stop looking at me like that.
What do you mean? I wasn't looking at you like anything. You were like one of the few women I haven't sexually harassed in this game.
Seen some mean-spirited folk pass through lately. Thought I was rid of those sorts when I left Markarth.
Do you know anything about a moth priest?
A moth priest? I'm sorry, but
He
I don't know
says,
anything about
I'm, like, explaining I'm asexual is kind of hard to do, and I didn't always know I was asexual, so I said I'm a lesbian as a way to reject men plenty of times. But I've also not really considered myself a lesbian, because I'm mildly interested in men, and it's just all so confusing for me. Well, you're ultimately interested in a big friggin' toad, so what do you call that? Alright, nothing about a moth priest, you loser. Hello, child.
Pa says I'm too young to fight in the war, but I can still help by patrolling the town.
Why did he name you Clinton? I'm so sorry. Do you know anything about a moth priest, my young child?
I don't know what a moth priest is, but I did see an old man in a robe not long ago.
Oh.
He's riding in a wagon with some Imperial guards.
Oh, awesome.
They
Thank
didn't
you,
stop to
children.
visit, though. They rode through town, heading south, and went across the big bridge.
See? This is why you talk to kids. They're too dumb to know that they're giving away secrets. Thank you. And now run, Lydia. Let's go. Get on my horse. Yeah, I want to ride my horse. Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. I think that those people... What the hell, Sarana? Sarana's got her own horse and it's kind of super fucked up. What is this called? Oh, it's gone now. Look, they're Khajiit. I can sell shit to Khajiit.
I welcome you, friend.
Hello,
How may I
Majan.
serve you?
I'm here to sell, like, my entire inventory.
Take a look.
Katie says, it did feel kind of nice knowing that letting men know you're a lesbian also showed them that that you have no interest. Well, that's the case in some cases. I would tell you that it's not always the case. Circle of Illusion, don't need that, don't need this, don't need that. Why do I have so many fine clothes? Can't tell you? I only have 8 gold. Damn, dude, that was pretty easy. Oh, I'm gonna buy all of his healing potions. He only had 1. Okay. I'll buy all your lockpicks. Yeah. That'll give me a lot of stuff. Sell more stuff. Oh my god, man, like, you so easily fall out of money, like, buddy. Get some more money. Stop being a shitty merchant.
Doing something like that with dragons on the loose and a war going on?
Well, okay, Lydia. Your equipment needs changing. I want to give him a Dark Brotherhood. What? Original equipment. Yeah, Dark Brotherhood.
Faster. The sun is... Let's not pay for this.
I kind of don't care, Sarana. It really doesn't seem like it fucking matters whatsoever if you're hot or not. Whoa, like she has to summon it out of her titties. Okay, Sarana, I'm just absolutely baffled by what your deal is. Hess says, well, there's that whole Mbim Bam. I don't watch Annie McElroy. I'm not that boring. I don't mean to be mean, but like, I don't get the humor. I don't get why they're supposedly so funny. They seem very boring to me. Oh, shit. A bunch of Imperials died. This is all your fault, Sarana, just so you know. His name was Joe Rogan? Oh, wait, maybe this is a good thing. Okay. Take the Moth Priest to Four Bears Holdout. Okay, very helpful for you to write that down. Chloe says, I'm asexual demi-romantic, but I still count myself as a lesbian. And you're valid, and you can totally do that, and you'll get absolutely no judgment from me. Now, can I just say, this is so aggravating, that Skyrim is trying to be like, look, you can follow the blood trail, right? But it still gives you a big-ass marker telling you exactly where to go. Why? Just follow the blood. You'll get there eventually. Katie says, men are usually awful and just don't listen, even if you reject them anyway. Yes, that's just life, I guess. But, you know, it's getting better, I feel, honestly. Personally, in my experience, I think it's getting a lot better than it used to be. Alright. Once it saves, once we get through this cave, we're gonna save it. Or it saves itself. I don't need it as autosave. So we can go hit stream ending and say goodbye. But before we go, I want to say a few things. Number one, top thing I want to say at the top of the end. Number one is I have a sponsor now. I am sponsored by HelloFresh. All you have to do is go to hellofresh.com/ or you can just go to my chat and type in !HelloFresh and it'll give you a link. And then there's also a code POGSE4468. You have to put that code in, and once you do, you'll get like 16 free meals and shit. It's incredible the deal you get. One of my homies got 3 meals for 2 people for under $20. Isn't that incredible? Or under $30. Under $30. That's still incredible. That's like, and they apparently come together in under 20 minutes, which for me as a disabled person, that seems incredible. I'm really excited to get my own box, try it out to see if it really is 20 minutes, because if it is, that is an incredible, a lifesaver for me, because cooking takes hours and it's such a drain. Okay. After that, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you, Chloe, for posting the Patreon link. My 5 patrons are Paz, Equita, Silvercore, Howie, and Emma. Thank you all so much for supporting me. If you want to join the Patreon, that's one of the most direct ways of supporting me, and it is one of the most effective ways of supporting me, and one of the more direct ways of supporting me. And so please consider becoming a patron. And once we hit 10 patrons on the Patreon, we will all get together every Friday night on the Discord, even people who are not patrons, and get to watch movies together. The patrons will simply get to vote on what we're watching. Alright, gang. Let me go check the NB tag, see if we got anything cool or seen anybody interesting. It looks like somebody here is playing Sonic Adventure 2. Let's go check them out. They're called Casey. Their pronouns are he and they, so go be nice. Don't be a dickhead. Alright, gang, let's initiate the raid. They're a non-binary person, so be mindful of the pronouns. Alright, gang. Make sure to throw in a they, not just a he, you know. Alright, gang. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go!